for the swarm!
There we go. Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of the Falcon is Unemployed StarCraft stream. What's up, da hammy? 11-month in a row streak of subscribing on Twitch. What is up, dude? Prime subs are awesome, aren't they? Okay, so guess what? Today we're gonna cast some StarCraft. And what is up here today? Everybody is here. We got Dalaveal, we have Christian, we have, I don't know how to pronounce Cyrillic names. What's up? Hi, we've got Psychonuts, Vincent, Crimney, Arcadiox, Avcatinis. Yep, definitely still unemployed. What's up, Nim-O Noom, Indigo Raider. The correct voice line is indeed somebody call for an exterminator. Yeah, calling the exterminator for zombies is a good idea. I'm not entirely sure if they can handle zombies, but maybe they can refer you to somebody who can. Huh? Yeah. Okay, so something wrong with the network here today, so I guess BattleNet is down or something. I'm not entirely sure if that's a me problem or if it's a widespread problem. What is up, Lucky Owl? What's up, Fishy Fam? There we go. And let's go ahead and see what the Cast This folder has in store for us today. Ooh, Larva and Sharp, not a good start. Not a bad start here, honestly. Not a good start. Ample and Queen sounds kind of fun. Bisu and Larva in the house. Oh, let's do that. Let's just start a quick little Bisu Larva on blockchain game. Two players that are excellent. Two players that are going to do very well in SSL 2. I have to assume. If both these players do terribly in SSL 2, I'm going to be very upset about that. I will take this personally. So, prediction started. Bottom right, going to be a yellow Protoss player for you today. It's Bisu, and in the bottom left, it's our guy, Larva. All right, man. Larva is a monster in his own right. Very capable of winning an SSL here. I mean, obviously, Sulky is the monster and the favorite right now, but stranger things have happened. Then a Bonjour not winning the next Premier tournament. What's up, Okrana? What is up, Vedontron? There's a zombie MMORPG, says Nemo Noom. What? A zombie MMORPG. How's it going, Flyboo EU? I definitely can think of a lot of zombie games, right? Like Dead Island and Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 and all that stuff, but an MMORPG centered around zombies. What's the name of the game, Nemo Noom? I'm failing this pop quiz. I really feel like I should know what you're talking about, but I don't. Dead Frontier. Okay. Cool. Dead Frontier. That's awesome stuff. Excellent. Excellent stuff. Yep, stress levels are manageable. I mean... I'm a divorced Avcatinis. I don't have a wife right now. I got divorced back in 2017, but I guess I haven't made that completely clear to everybody. Yeah, nope, kids are doing great. They're fine. They're in school. They're waiting for Christmas break. Got the Christmas shopping done for them. Stress levels are good. I'm pretty chill. Honestly, casting StarCraft is great. Definitely helping me pay the mortgage every month as the hatch first comes down here from Larva. Bisu is going to do ye old safer Forge Expand, which means probably a faster third here from Larva on the blockchain. Glad you enjoyed the Larva game this morning, Christian. That was a good one. Yeah, man, Larva just going so much Sky. Sky Zerg, all the live long day. Against Mini. And it was interesting, that's for sure. Great game. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, here we go. Cannon Russian. There's a Forge back home. Here it is. This is a hatch first. This is a risk of going hatch first in a PvZ. Come on, Bisu. Do it. Do it. Do it. He is faking this so hard, isn't he? No, does that hard wall glitch through? Glitch the drone through. Okay. Glitched one drone through. But true drones can fight against one drone. Now cannon. Now, oh, he canceled. He faked the darn thing. He got a lot of drones to pull off the line there. And then he just goes home. Bisu, you scamp. You scamp. Getting in there. Throwing a pylon down. Making Larva panic. Ridiculous. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, what's up, Torolthel? I know, Torolthel's like, I wanted a cannon rush. Me too. He had a forge and everything. That wasn't even... I mean, that's about as close to a real cannon rush you can get without actually doing a cannon rush, right? Got a forge, throw down a pylon back here. Like a fake one is where you don't even have a forge and you throw down a pylon, and it's like, haha, you don't know if I have a forge or not. But there was one. Hey, look, a cannon coming up back home for defensive purposes. Okay, so seriously, fast third, kind of the option here, and here it is. Bam. Fast third base, crazy economy from Bisu, crazy economy for Larva here in the first 3 minutes of this game. Let's rock. Let's riggedy rock here, folks. Cannon coming up just for safety purposes. Although, I mean, the probe knows there's lings out. And I mean, you're never going to skip this cannon, right? You need one cannon. If you don't have one cannon, even two lings can get in here and mess you up. Even just the barest number of Zerglings you can possibly have as a Zerg player. Or create. I guess you could have one ling if one of them died, but you know what I mean. So third base coming up that left side. Prediction is still available here, people. Pretty evenly split on who they think is going to win this thing. Bisu. Obviously Bisu. Larva is obviously Larva. You know them by their names and their reputations alone. Therefore, who is up? This is called Blockchain. Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre? Jean-Pierre? That's French. It's not French. Jean-Pierre Arazo. Probes checks. Sees third base. Great. Not two base Hydrobust timing incoming. Not like two base Ling Flood coming to try to kill him. Trying to get ahead in economy. So any kind of a Hydrobust will be a little bit later than that. Stargate coming in. +1. Cybercore. You know what that is. And a Citadel. Okay, Bisu doing all of the Bisu things you ever want. Spire coming in from Larva. He is somebody that does like his Mutalisks in this matchup and will do pretty darn well with them as well. Don't have a lot of complaints with Larva's Mutaplay in PvZ, although I do have complaints about a lot of other Zerg players, but Larva is good. So, scouts in, sees everything, sees, okay, cool. So it's not like a 2 Stargate play. We didn't skip Stargate. That would have been interesting to see. But he sees Stargate, sees it working, sees the Cybercore running, sees the Citadel. I mean, God, the run-bys are just so good for Zerg. It's got to be so annoying for Protoss when a Ling gets in here. And now there's just no hiding. This is just, I have to out-execute Larva now. He knows exactly what I'm doing. Not that this is out of the ordinary, right? Not that this is going to be something, good morning, Indigo Raider. Good afternoon as well. This is not something that's out of the ordinary, right? So we're just confirming that what's probably happening here is what is happening, and that's an important part of scouting in StarCraft. One Overlord probably gonna die. Are there any Scourge? No, the Spire's not done yet. So yes, one Overlord will die. The Spire's gonna pop now. Scourge gonna get fired up now. And this little sacrificial Overlord, you know, lived a good life. Probably has been here for about 34 seconds. And then gets murdered by a Corsair shooting it in the back 42 times. As usual. Is StarCraft available on a console? No. I don't think they ported StarCraft to any consoles except for the Nintendo 64, Fishy Fam. Unfortunately. It's part of the Xbox Game Pass, but only as a Windows game, obviously, because Windows and Xbox are the same thing. Fourth base coming up the left side. TTS is text-to-speech, Mr. Please. What's up? Which means any donation of $5 or more, or your message that you leave with that donation will be read by a robot text-to-speech here from Streamlabs. Gonna be fun. Yeah, that's Torethel. That's just an exercise in pain, man. StarCraft 64. I played it once on an emulator, and like, it's not like it works. It's just horrendous. Not a big fan, obviously. Lings come cruising on into the third base. DT heading over this way, but there's Overlords and Sunkens. I don't know what we're doing. There's multiple Overlords. There's 3. But also, there's nothing that can kill Corsairs here, so hold on. Hold on. This DT's waiting very patiently. DT comes in. Oh, but he didn't see the Overlord coming in from the back. And no! He didn't know there was another Overlord. Bisu tricked. Definitely tricked. Stalavil. Did someone get to resub with Prime? Alien something. I don't see anybody with the name Alien subbing with Prime today or yesterday. Dalavil. It can do dumb TTS spam. I think Psychonauts did a TTS spam where he just put the letter L in about 47 times last week, and that, I mean, that counts. That's family friendly. It's annoying. Like, annoying is on the family friendly spectrum, right? We're just trying not to get demonetized by YouTube is more, I think, what we're concerned about here, because we are on YouTube as well. Okay. Spore helping. Scourge helping even better. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Corsair's taking hits. Decent trades there. Still 4 of them. Overlord's dying all over the place. Bisu supply blocks Larva. Woo! 52 supply. 30 available. Still enough Overlords here that DT still can't get in. One Overlord provides enough detection for that. What's up, Nick Baker? Yeah, Psychonauts. See, he's here. He remembers that one. He remembers that one. Yeah, dumb, silly stuff. That's the call. Ganon, how you doing, by the way? Happy Monday. Okay, so 4 basing, supply blocked Larva. That kind of a supply block at this stage of the game really indicates a major problem, right? Oh, got a DT unload into the main base, but once again, enough Overlords. Oh! That was very close. That Overlord almost got killed, and that DT would have survived to fight another day, but he got swiped out. I guess another Overlord was popping because of Larva. Way too on top of that. No! So it's gotta be like 500 bits, $5, something in 5 USD increments. There is apparently Twitch, Twitch resubs at tier 1, I think allow you to put a message in there as well. So as long as there's a message involved and it's a resub, a new channel membership on YouTube, or $5 in donations, it will trigger. Yeah, there you go. Spam proof. That's the plan, is to be spam proof. Doc Bravo, Merry Christmas.
Testing if voice is Brian.
Yes, it is Brian Gannon. Look at that. Gannon is so happy right now. The memes work because it's Brian. Yeah, I figured we could maybe use the same default voice that it's on the Artosis stream, just for familiarity's sake for some of you. Anyway, third base is up from Bisu. The supply blocking has been a major problem. It's 131 to 77 supply. Larva's behind, mostly because of that. Also, we had to make a lot of sunkens here at the third base. Maybe sunkening, dare I say, a little bit too hard. He is getting a Queen's Nest. Corsairs finally having to combat with a big number of Hydralisks for the first time today. What's up, Scotty B? When Calvin Foo. And yeah, Doc Bravo, Merry Christmas to you as well. Hope it is a good one. Hope you get some snow on Christmas. You're not taking the center. Bisu says we need the center. And immediately gets scouted by Scourge, which is fun. How's it going, Barca Tactics? Barcelona. Oh, that reminds me of Money Heist. That Netflix show, I mean, it's on Netflix, but I think it's originally a Spanish TV show. La Papier de something. Anyway, really good. Season 1 of that show is kind of incredible. Season 2 is kind of more of the same and not as exciting as a result. Anyway, RLC Drew in the house. Oh, the movie was pretty good yesterday, man.
Phone call, just a short one. Do you prefer Crab or Urna? Crab, Urna, Urna.
That's incredible. That is like a ringtone on a phone. Ganon, that's fantastic. La Casa de Papel. That's right. Dalk Sword. That's the one. Super good. Yes, Arcadiacs. That's the. It was made by Netflix. Okay, fair enough. Big old push into the natural base here. Scourge Nothing to connect with here. Not actually any obs to kill, I don't think, unless there was one right down there towards the south of the engagement. Lurker Spine's big. Now the detection is gone, and Bisu has to fall back. It's amazing what one little unit can do. I'm not sure if this is holding at all. Alien, there he is. There's the 2-month resub. Dolaville said you'd be calling. Hello. Hope you're having a great Monday, and thanks, Dolaville. Appreciate it. So center base does get wiped out. Natural base holds. Larva is living to fight another day. He's still down 170 to 112 supply, though, which is not good at all. Job search, no. Drew, honestly, I didn't apply to any jobs last week. Could not muster the motivation to do it. So hopefully this week I'll find some motivation. But, man, it is. You know how it is. It's discouraging, man. After a while, after months, discouraging. Can't do it. YouTube will demonetize me, Doc Bravo. Can't do it. I'll get kicked off the platform. Not allowed. But yeah, the war for the Rohirrim. I can't say Rohirrim. Rohirrim? Rohirrim? Whatever. The Lord of the Rings anime movie made by all those Japanese anime studios that is in movie theaters right now. Pretty good. Animation's kind of garbage. But I mean, I'm comparing it to like super high level anime from Mappa and UFO Table and stuff. So this third base is gonna get busted. And no, Larva just doesn't have enough to deal with this. Bisu's macro is way too strong. Yes, he lost the third. I mean, he lost the center fourth base. But that supply block really set Larva back immensely. He's trying to get into tier 3 stuff. He's trying to make a hive here, but this base is dead. And this is your game. Like, you get your third base busted like this at 14 minutes in the PvZ, you're just done. I mean, if Larva can come back, he can come back because he's Larva, but this is not looking good. Yeah, see, Scotty B knows what's up. That's also true. Drew. I mean, I don't know that it's made by Japanese studio. I think it's an American studio. But every single name in the credits is Japanese, except for the voice actors. So that's a GG. Larva calls a GG. Bam. Done. And an absolutely impressive shellacking by Bisu here against Larva. I mean, sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens, sir. Sometimes you just get in the game, you're an incredible player like Larva, and you get rolled. Just didn't have the anti-air, didn't have the Scourge count, didn't have the positioning to deal with the Corsairs. They killed so many Overlords to start this game. He didn't even make any mutas. He was trying to make it work with Scourge and a Spore, and then he got into Hiders, maybe a little bit too late, unfortunately. And Bisu just never really got bothered at all. He had what he needed. He had Speed Lots, he had Storm, he had Dragoons, he had 2 upgrade, plus 2 attack here, and just not enough. Not enough. Tried to get cheeky with the center base, lost it, replanted it, held it this time, because it's Bisu we're talking about here. And he is awesome. All right. Well, good stuff there out of the Bisu. Gets the win. Yeah, I mean, I was split on who I thought was going to win that one, too. Didn't know, but that kill-death ratio tells us the entire story for Bisu. 164 to 49 killed. It wasn't even a lot of Lings today. It was a lot of Hydras and Scourge and Lurkers. And if you outspend your Zerg opponent at any stage, you probably won the game. What's up, Kylan? What's up, Dead Infested? Let's go ahead and see what we want to do next here. Man, this already cast folder has a lot of games in it, man. I am cruising through replays, and it's a good thing. The more StarCraft there is in the world, the better. Oh, by the way, 2 bits of news here. I signed up for Blue Sky. It is a... Dun, dun, dun. Where is my platform here? Yeah, so here's Blue Sky. It is me. This is like a really weird, but this is me out here on Blue Sky. If you're on Blue Sky, you want to follow me, I'll be posting, you know, videos and links out there to stuff that I'm doing. And look, here's a video from yesterday's stream that I posted here right now. I'm even getting followed by the NFL Fans Club, apparently. And someone named Hugh Adams. What's up, Hugh Adams? Thanks for the follow, man. And thanks for liking my post, Salva Rivas. Number 2, I did get signed up for Revolut. Revolut came through. I am... Let me pull up the app real quick here. Because, again, it's just an app. It's not a website. So if you want to support me through Revolut, which a bunch of people did a couple weeks ago, but then there was this waiting list, you can do so. I think I'm just, yeah, at Falcon Paladin on Revolut. Ooh, hype chest. Let's go. Bam. Hype chest on the way. Yeah, so Revolut at Falcon Paladin. Someone did. Anyway, Penguin cameo and Batman is great. Yeah. yeah. I don't know if that even qualifies as a cameo exactly. But, I think he's just a character. Anyway, yeah, that scene where Batman and Commissioner Gordon are hanging out and they're trying to interrogate the Penguin, like, that whole amazing car chase with the Batmobile and, like, all the explosions and stuff. Just, And then they finally catch him, and he's like, you guys idiots, do you not even speak Spanish at all? And they're like, Oh, the Batman is good. The Batman is a fantastic, fantastic movie. I should watch it again. I think I already watched it twice. I don't watch movies twice, but I watched that one twice. All right. Bisu and Zelot. Ooh. Well, yeah, let's try another PvZ here. Bisu and Zelot this time on Polypoid. Just because I think Zelot's going to try something messed up. And I'm a big fan of seeing Zelot try weird things, especially against people like Bisu or Flash, right? You didn't like the Batman? I mean, look, Doc, here's the thing. Echo chambers are everywhere. I'm not going to avoid a platform because it's an echo chamber. I'll recognize it's an echo chamber. But at the same time, I don't know. Like, I think it's important to get information from all perspectives. And if that means going into an echo chamber and see what they're saying, I'll do that. I do that a whole bunch. Bottom right of Polypoid, it's a white Zerg player. It's Zelot. And in the top left, Bisu's back, man. He's on a 1-0 streak against Filthy Zerg today. So let's see how that's going to go here from Zelot. And besides, both on Twitter and on Blue Sky, I'm just following NFL, NBA, StarCraft, gaming, and college football accounts. I'm not there for the politics anyway, and eventually they just stop showing me the political stuff because I don't like it. So, algorithm is doing its job, I would say. I need to watch that. Crap, Scotty B. I have to watch that thing. Maybe I'll watch it after the stream before the podcast today. But I've heard good things about the Warhammer secret level that Amazon Prime has put out. Okay, gate opening here from Bisu. Going to be aggressive, but this is Zelot we're talking about. Like, there's a better than even chance he goes for a pool right now. And he, in fact, does not. Goes for a hatch first. Okay. So, better than even chance he goes for a pool is wrong, but, you know, it wasn't a guarantee or anything. Kerchak, there it goes. Gateway means a lot of Zealots in your future. Hatch first means it's going to be annoying to deal with. You won't have any lings when that first Zealot shows up, or maybe even the second Zealot shows up. Doc Bravo hates the Ultramarines. That is a strong word for Ultramarines, man. I haven't seen Substance, no Psychonauts, but maybe somebody else has. Okay, so Polypoid, very safe, very genteel map. The ancient jungle tile sets. Not that there are new tile sets coming out in 2024 or anything, but I just think of jungle tile set as old because it was in StarCraft. And then Brood War introduced stuff like Desert tile set and Twilight tile set and Snow tile set, and those feel new to me, even though it's a 6-month difference in time, and they both were released in 1998 because, I don't know, that's how my brain is working. What's up, William? Yes, Bisu did win the last game, Torathel, so he's 1-0 against the Filthy Zergs today. Should we just do, like, a Bisu run of games, Bisu PvZs? Just nothing but Bisu versus Zergs and see how he does. Third base coming in. He has no information, by the way. He is Overlord scouting, but he has no idea where the Protoss is. He's getting a third base just based on some kind of a... It's a risk. He's taking a risk right now. Lorgar and the Word Bearers. Like, in what sense? I don't know. I'm trying to think of how that works. Anyway, next is coming in. Cool. Not like 2 gating or anything. None of that crazy stuff. I like StarCraft 2 a lot, Scotty B. Look, I have a whole channel where I just cast nothing but StarCraft 2. This channel started out as a StarCraft 2 channel. I was doing a lot of StarCraft 2 casting. I introduced some Brood War into the mix on a weekly basis. It blew up. Took over the channel. Now it's a Brood War channel. But I've loved Brood War and StarCraft 2 since the day they came out. Both launch day titles for me. I've put so much time into both of those games. And I understand that most people are in an either-or camp. Not many people are in a both camp. There are people that are in a both camp. But that is where I stand. Alright, BC, what do we got? More Corsair shenanigans? You're going to crush this man into the ground with your Corsairs. Is Zealot going to be able to stop it? It's got a Hydra Den. And it is a Stargate coming in. So you don't want to over-make Corsairs if your enemy opens with Hydras, right? Just because you won't have quite enough ground splash, in particular, to deal with the Hydras if all you have are Corsairs. Yeah, alright. Fair enough, Doc Bravo. I'll have to get into some more of the 40k aspects of the Word Bearers then. When I'm done with the Horus Heresy. We're almost there. We're in the end game, folks. We're at the Siege of Terra, like Book 8 or something. Also, almost done with Wind and Truth, which, by golly, Wind and Truth is so much like therapy. The high fantasy saga. Every single character in this book is dealing with some past trauma or recent trauma and trying to like work stuff out in their heads and talking to other people about it, and Kaladin's like trying to perform actual literal therapy on another character. There is so much investigation of past trauma and moving past it and developing techniques to get through trauma. And I know there was a bunch of that in the previous 4 books, but this book is so much therapy. It's crazy. Sanguinius is a great character. True facts, Doc. And yeah, nostalgia factor is a big one, for sure. Brood War is great. Is it out of a sense? I don't know. Alright, so the Hydras are here. Here they go. This is the PvZ version of showing Dragoons up at the Terran base and attacking a bunker. Except you can't repair Protoss buildings, so you just kind of have to eat it until Zealot legs are done, which they're not anywhere close to done. Or you have Storm, which is nowhere close to happening. So this is going to have to be a speed lot defense against Zealot's pretty standard 3-hatch Hydra attack here. I don't know why we're not getting a Templar Archives here. Cybercore is going to die, which means you can't make a Templar Archives until you make a new Cybercore. Bisu, okay, he's making a new Cybercore at least. He should have fired up a Templar Archive. What is the man doing? Lurker aspect on the way. Hey, what's up? More Cyrillic characters. Hello. Providing feedback. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Providing feedback is helpful. But I do think, yeah, sometimes you just do just want to say you're not going to make it, dude. Good luck. I think that's a fair thing to say. Overlord Speed's coming in just in case DTs start popping in here, but, like, that is a Templar Archives. Do you think he's expecting Storm? Do you think Zealot is looking at this going, okay, Storm should be done now? Should be done now. I'm just going to run away from this. I don't like what I see. Storms are coming any second. I know there's going to be storm, and there's not any storm. I wonder if Zelot is misreading this situation because, man, there is no storm. 8-minute Templar Archives isn't even done. Look at this big old speed lot Zelot attack cruising on in. They got a +1. Of course they do. That forge was fast. And this 4th base is going to die. There's not enough Zerg to save it. Not even close. Lurkers are coming in now. You can save the 3rd base. But this 4th base, not even close. Not even a little bit close. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Drew. It's the only option. The only option that I have. So, Storm's on the way now at 8:30. It'll be here around 9:30, 10. Yeah, Zelot tried to poke into this 3rd base. There are Lurkers here. He doesn't have detection, so that's not a fight he wants to take at all. Additionally, there we go. There's your Robo. Yeah, Bisu seems late on the uptick right now. He really does. Yeah, so fall back to the Sunkens, move, like reposition the Lurkers a little bit. Zealot, we can pull that off. Totally, totally fine. Ursidon staring at the enemy, blocking Hydra pathing. Which reminds me of that map we played yesterday from Happy where all of the units hover. Like you can fly over buildings and like cliff faces, do they matter? I don't know. You could pass through minerals. This is a fantastic game. If you want to look at it, it's on the VOD from yesterday. It's called Cursed BGH. And it is definitely cursed. It's a free-for-all that we played under those circumstances. Zealot getting a 4th base down here to the south. Totally Cop's favorite map. That's right, Psychonauts. He asked we play it every day. Third Nexus coming in. 4th base, 4th hatch there. And looks like maybe we're just going Hydro Lurker. Ventral Sacks are on the way, though. So every Zerg player just perked up when they heard that. Ventral Sacks. It could be a massive drop on the main base. Could be a drop on the natural. Those are probably the best options for drops right now. What's up, Jordan Barney? All right, Cannon's coming in. He's worried about the potential of Mutalisks. Worried about the potential of drops. Does he have an observer? I feel like he had an observer over here. He's got 2 observers parked in the path of this Hydra Lurker drop that Zealot is setting up here. This is a 10-minute Hydra Lurker drop. No, I think he hated both of them, Dad. I think he hated your map. Yes, he also hated Cursed BGH. He rage quit on that one, too. All right, big old Hydra Lurker drop inside the main base. Where are the High Templar? Here they come. 3 High Templar coming to join this party. That should be enough to handle this. Bisu ready for it. Zealot's jumping on. Storm finishing up what is getting hit, and Zealot's attack. Man, you know how I love drops? I do. I love drops. But that was pretty terrible. However, it distracted Bisu, and now the 3rd base is going to die. So maybe Zealot is a genius. Perhaps he is truly a genius. Bam. Cool. Takes the 3rd base down. Might as well retreat. Standing in, eating a whole bunch of storm there. He lost a lot of army to get that 3rd base to die. But he's going to fall back. 104 to 89 supply. Bisu is up. That drop did absolutely no damage to Bisu. This was a bigger deal. And it's a 2-basing Bisu now. He might feel like he needs to push out and get some damage done against this. And I don't see a lot of Sunkens or any Lurkers at all, man. So yeah, Bisu splitting out. Going left side, going right side. Going to attack 2 places at once. Nice Lurker block. Lurker egg block on this. Oh, that's so good. So they can't get anything done. This looks like it's pretty vulnerable. No one sunken here. No Lurkers here at all. I think this is totally breakable, especially if these High Templar have storms, which they do. One storm exists. And then he falls back, just putting some pressure on, forcing some units out here of Zealot. So that Zealot can't just drone up for the next 5 minutes, right? He needs to make stuff. And so he's gonna make the stuff. I think it's nothing, Doc Bravo. I think people are getting all up in arms about something that is boring. It will be revealed as something that is boring eventually, or it will go away and be a nothing burger. I'm not even really following the story. That's all I know about it. There are mass drones on the East Coast, sure. Fake drop? Fake drop. Cool. So he feinted a drop there. Bisu didn't buy it. Bisu's charging right into the third base, willy-nilly anyway. Alright, Hydra's busting into the third base again. He did sneak around. He's going after the guaranteed damage. Probes, cannons. He's not trying to take the Nexus down directly. Probably a good idea. I'm not sure if he had enough time to do it anyway. Probes get pulled off the line. He almost kills that one cannon. Yep, Ganon's position is very straightforward. Oh, he did do a real drop. What? He comes back in. Zealot, honestly, you are hilarious. Come on. He feints a drop, comes back in, does a real drop, gets the main Nexus. This time attacks the third base to distract for the real attack on the main. The main Nexus dies. There's lurkers in here causing all sorts of chaos. The army will be able to clean this up from Bisu. But my goodness. And then he comes back in and goes, oh, GG. That dude, Zealot. The mind games. The using drops extensively. Why don't we cast more Zealot? The guy makes Guardians like a crazy person. He's done 3 separate drops in 14 minutes in a PvZ, which who does that? Zealot. Zealot does that. That's who. And he just crushed it. I think that's your game. If that Nexus is down and that Nexus is down, you don't come back from this. This is not a retrievable position. Is he doing another? Yes, just a little Hydra drop up here. He's just treating this like he's a Terran player. I mean, all right, Bisu, this is probably, he's not replacing his other bases. This is it. But this doesn't work. This never works. I don't even know. He's like, maybe he doesn't have adequate defense. Maybe he doesn't have enough anything to win, to defend against this attack. And, yeah, that's it. Wow. So Bisu's dead. EGG's out, and Larva gets the win. Larva. Oh, I hate it when they do that. I hate it when it looks like they're going to stay, and then they quit right as soon as I hit pause. Right, final attack. Yada, 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 yada. And there it goes. Okay, cool. So, yeah, Larva doing some, or Larva, Zealot doing some absolutely fantastic stuff there. Man, how many times have you seen Bisu's main base get sniped by a drop and the third base? And he's still got Hydras back here. He's still got Hydras in the main. He's sniping the Stargate. Man, Hydra Lurker seems like it's 87% more effective when you get drops involved, huh? Rather than just trying to attack up a single ramp into Storm and Zealots and everything. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. What a game. Love this guy. Really, really like Zealot. He doesn't win all the time, right? He's not like, he's a favorite to win the SSL, but he plays the game in a different way that I really appreciate. Because it mixes it up for us. That's why. All right. 2020, 11, 14. That was our guy. Boop. Zealot. Okay. Do we want to try to find more Bisu PvZs? Or do we want to like keep a theme here today? Or do we want to mix it up? Get some other players in here. Get some other matchups in here. No comments, no feedback at all. People are just here for the vibes. All right. Fair enough. What do I have here? Okay. Okay. I have some... All right. I got a Bisu versus Soma here.
Falcon, what is your first name? My guesses are Elijah, James, Oliver or Ammon. And yes, I Googles common Mormon names lol.
The only hint I'm going to give you, Haas, which, by the way, thanks for the super chat. $7.15 Canadian, which is $5 American. I don't have a Mormon name, so that Google is not going to help you. Tragically. Is there a Bisu versus Terror, says Christian? I don't know if I can do that for you. Not easily enough. Okay, so we'll do, yeah, Bisu and Soma in a best of 3. So real quick, we're going to take you over to PvZ. The poll today is, do you like Falcon Paladin's Deep Freeze map, which is made by Dead Infested and is awesome and has been constantly worked on by Dead for like 2 weeks now, so putting some work into it. All right, we go Polypoid for game 1. So Bisu Soma, Bisu specific stream today. Yes. Yeah, Barca says. It is out there, Yhas, 100%. Bottom right, it is a teal Protoss player. It's Bisu. Top left, it's Soma. That's the thing, Yhas. It's out there. I don't think it should be that hard to find, but maybe it's a little more buried than I thought it was. I don't know. I don't know. Fantastic. Looking good, looking great. That's a pool firster out of Soma. Man is overpooling here. Bisu on the other side of it, throwing up a gateway. Kind of annoying. You really do want to forge against an overpool, because any zealot pressure you're doing is going to be fairly easy to deal with, right? If you are one of our dudes. Christian's out there giving hints too. Christian, you're a good guy. So yeah, pool coming in, gateway coming in. Not settling back for a nice macro game in game number 1, at least not yet. This is game 1 of a best of 3 featuring these 2 incredible players. We love Soma, we love Bisu. I hadn't even considered that method, because it is out on the internet. It's just a matter of finding it. But I hadn't even considered that the screenshot display notification has a good hint in it as well. All right, so Probe shows up. Do you want to send the Zealot out? No. Robert the Zealot's like, okay, we're heading back home. This is not the place for me. I'm going to get right on out of there. Yep. Bunch of Lings out. Drone out, going for a quick third base. Just recognizing, I guess he has map control at this stage. And if he comes down and sees that there's a second gate up and there's not an expansion, he'll probably cancel the third. But, you know, you can do that. Gonna swing right on in. Say hello, Robert the Zealot. We're just gonna go and get a quick scout off, if you don't mind. If you don't mind. Actually doesn't go into the main, because he knows there's nothing in there, right? At 3 minutes, if it's a gate expand, there's not a cyber core yet. And if there was a cyber core, that doesn't tell him anything. Because obviously it's not 2-gate pressure, because there'd be a second gate instead of an expansion. So yeah, just the logic here. Makes a lot of sense here from the Soma. Third base looking good. Probe dancing back, taking a hit for absolutely no reason. Probes sometimes do that. Pathing is weird. Lair getting fired up for the Zerg. Probably going to be ye old Spire opening. But we saw that Hydra Lurker stuff from Zelot really work exceptionally well in the last game. How's it going, Jaboy Burnett? Ling's trying to poke in. Absolutely not. We've got a cannon coming up. We've got a Zealot or 2 or 3 holding the front door here. And it's a Stargate coming in from our guy, Bisu. Yeah, Xenia's here enjoying the ZVP. That's all we've done today is Bisu ZVPs. He's 1-1 so far in ZVPs. He defeated Larva kind of easily, and then Zelot took him down kind of easily. Name a single loyal Primarch who isn't bald. Is Gilliman bald? Well, good, Jaboy. I mean, you could probably promote tires out here if you wanted. I'm not sure this is necessarily the target audience for it. It's a Spire. It is the Corsairs. It is the +1 attack on said Corsairs. It is really nice map control from our Zerg player Soma. Overlords retreating from where the Corsairs are going to be built because they know what the future is. You are an interesting 40K fan, Doc Bravo. Yay! Drew gets his car back today. That is good news, although bad news that it was broken in the first place. Seriously, man. Just getting stepped on here in 2024. Man, hopefully 2025 is a better year for a lot of us, huh? That'd be nice. 2025 is an awesome year for everyone. Although I said that in 2019, I very specifically in a cast, like in December of 2019, said, got a good feeling about 2020. I think it'll be great. I think it'll be a wonderful year for everybody. And 5 or 6 people went back and linked me to that and were like, dude, you could not have possibly been more wrong. And I was like, yeah, yep, my bad. I was really wrong about that one. Macro hatches, creep colony, Soma's believing in his mutalisks. I believe in them too. I believe in them from Soma. Let's go. Let's get those mutalisks out. Let's get a Carapace upgrade to combat that fast, small attack on the Corsairs. Zealot's pushing out their Zealot leg upgrade is almost done. And we're going to cruise on up here. And what do we got here? Got a Sunken. Yeah, all those are positive things, Drew. Muto's picking off the Zealots. They're like, ah. Actually, they let this guy live. Why would you let him live? Now we got a drone kill. That was unnecessary. Unnecessarily letting that guy live. That is correct, Dollaville. The universe looked at me and said, that's what you think. And bam, COVID came out because of my confidence in that 2020 would be a good year. That's what it was. That's all it was. No more winning. 2020, a year to be forgotten. That's what I say. Anything crazy happening here from Bisu? Nah, man. Bisu, he will do stuff that's weird sometimes, but always been known as just the kind of guy to out-execute you with really normal stuff. Here we go. Scourge. Nice flank attack with the Scourge. Does wipe out 2 of them, but 4 remain. +1 attack on those boys. The Mutas trying to whittle down the Zealots so they don't feel comfortable attacking. Another Corsair goes down. 3 remain that way. Well, glad Whitehouse had a decent 2020. I mean, in fairness, it wasn't that bad for me either, but for a lot of people, it was really bad. I didn't lose my job. I got to work from home. Paychecks were still rolling in. Like, everything was okay. Nobody in my family really got all that sick. So, like, for me, it wasn't that bad. But I just know for the world at large, it was a lot of people losing their jobs, a lot of people getting sick, a lot of people being affected by the lockdowns, whether mentally or economically or whatever. And yeah, we're just going to leave that behind us. And it was a lot. Yeah, that trade was maybe not that good, Drew. It's hard. I need to sit down and do the math at some point. How many Scourge can you afford to lose to kill 1 Corsair before it's a bad trade? Because obviously 2 Scourge for 1 Corsair is great. But like 3 Scourge for 1 Corsair, is that still an acceptable loss? 4 for 1 Corsair? Is that getting into bad territory? Like, where do Zerg players start to feel like the trades are bad? Yeah, see, there you go. SS1 Mega is like, yeah, I lost 2 jobs in COVID. Nice. See? Sucked for SS1 Mega. Yeah. Oh, pull it back. Pull it back. Scourge, don't want to die unnecessarily. Sarah Kerrigan attacked the Earth with Defilers using Plague. Yeah, she would do that, given the opportunity, probably. Queen of Blades. 4th base coming up from the Zerg. 3rd base is faster, though. Barely, actually. Yeah, 4th base is faster here. I like that. From Soma. Hasn't lost a ton of Overlords. The Mutas and the Scourge working together. Keep those Corsairs at bay for now. Trying to pick off this cannon that's coming up, but the Corsair ball is ginormous. The Scourge don't want to engage with it right now anyway. Are there any more Scourge being produced? Ooh, he jukes. No! 0 kills. Okay, that is definitely not a good trade. Oh, there, see that? Oh, okay, so the first one was like 7 Scourge for 0 Corsairs, and that was like 2 Scourge for a Corsair. Total amazing trades. Absolutely fantastic. What about Photo Bucket, Christian? Or like Shutterfly? Just purely photo hosting sites. It's not social media. You just post your photos out there so you can share them with friends and family. Remember Photo Bucket? I remember Photo Bucket. Mid-2000s goodness, Photo Bucket. Bisu trying to get a 4th base all up down the south side. Some Hydras coming in to deal with that, but no, they get immediately rebuffed. Bisu's positioning is really good right here. Okay, 4 base in Soma. Old 4th base coming up here from Bisu 2. Yeah, there you go, Jaboy. It's a relic from an older time. That's Web 2.0 stuff, I think, officially. Not 1.0, but not 3.0 either. Alright, so both players pretty jealously guarding their setups here. Soma's trying to poke holes in this defense. Can't quite find it. This is not a place to go either. It's a nice... Bisu's just... He's got his sixth sense, dude. He doesn't even have any scouting out here. He just knows where Soma's coming in. He positions himself perfectly, gets in there. Starting to push out a little bit now. Because, I mean, yeah, the High Templar are in the house. They've got enough energy for a couple storms. Got some Archons for the Lings. Dragoons have 1-1. Zealots have 1-1. It's a pretty solid composition here at 13 minutes for Bisu in game number 1 of this best of 3. So what do we got? Jumping in. Great. Zealots leading the charge. Dragoons on the backside. Storms on the follow-up. Every Zerg player's nightmare is trying to deal this without Plague, without Dark Swarm. Lurkers and Hydras and Sunken Zomai. That's what we've got. These are the tools we have. Some mutas are getting fired up. Maybe try to, there you go, extra mutas in addition to these guys. Jump on these High Templar. Dodging storms on the way in, but the Corsairs are getting some beautiful hits off. He does snipe an obs with the mutas. Like that a lot. There are a couple lurkers remaining up here, and without the obs, I don't think Bisu wants to come up this ramp at all. Nicely done by Soma. He's trying to stick out of range of the lurker spines as much as he can, and storming them. Just blind storming the lurkers. More of them come in. How much more storm do you have? A lot. Indeed. I don't know what the schedule is for today, Whitehouse. You have any recommendations for me? And he does shove it back. Yeah, sniping that obs means that attack was not really going to be too committed, right? Not too committed there. And as a result, Soma holds on to his defenses. Oh, yeah, Jaboy, that was an era for sure of photography. Yeah, you take a whole roll of photos, like 30, 32 photos, and then drop the roll off at a Kmart or a Walgreens or something. And then, yeah, come back in 3 days, and they're like, here are your pictures. And you're like, boy, I hope these turned out. And sometimes they did, and sometimes they didn't. And my kids have no concept of that at all. Digital cameras were the thing when they were born. Mutas jumping in again. Snipety snipe, snipe, snipe. Going after those High Templar surprisingly not getting all of them. And just dying to Dragoons there. Great. So this guy survives the onslaught, gets a storm off, kills a Hydra, but now Soma's on the rampage saying, hey, I killed every one of your High Templar except for the one, but he's out of energy now. FME and an FFA in 1 hour. Sure. We can see what we can do with that. Non-FFA critter maps, Dolaviel. I don't think I do. I mean, technically, you can do crazy critters as like a 4v4, which might be interesting, actually. Yeah, exactly, Jaboy. Really changed our culture, getting immediate feedback on the photos we're taking, right? We can do a Phantom mode too, Psychonauts. Any more High Templar? Yeah, this guy's got enough energy for a storm. That guy does too. We're just not, you know, we're still making High Templar all the time. And this Hydra Lurker stuff, you know I complain about this all the time. It's just we're on a timer, man. The fact that Soma doesn't have a Queen's Nest right now is maybe the end of him. I know it's a really simple thing. And I know I like that he's getting a 5th base on the left side. I really do. But Bisu has had a 5th base at least for a couple minutes already. And he's up 197 and 138 supply. Yeah, this is not ideal. This is really, really, really bad. At least for Soma. Bisu's having a great time. Bisu's got all of his tier 3 tech. He's got upgrades. His Dragoons can be highly effective because, why? There's no Dark Swarm coming. There is no Dark Swarm. There's nothing completely negating Dragoon shots. They can be used against Mutalisks. They can be used against Hydras. Not incredibly well, but it's pretty good. They're very good against Lurkers that aren't being protected by the orange cloud. And yeah, Psystorm on the Hydra, Psystorm on the Lurkers, busting up this ramp, not going to be a good time at all. But when you're up 188 to 129 supply, you certainly can pull it off. Yeah, I mean, this was just an attempt of Soma to try to go Hydra Lurker for all time. No, even not sparing a single thought for a Queen's Nest. And as a result, he is gonna die. Although, good snipe on those High Templar. Look, man, if you can kill every High Templar that Bisu's making today, you might be able to win this game. But if you can't do that, then what are we doing here, right? a lot of Hydras in fairness. They do have 2-1 upgrades, also in fairness. 2-1-2 from Bisu, though. Upgrade advantage for the Protoss, which is usually the case. High Templar trying to chase down High Templar, or High Templar getting chased down by Hydras. Yeah, he probably didn't have any storms available, Wyhos. Reaver Tech would be really great here, too. But I'm not even sure if it's necessary. You're up 180 to 115 supply. I mean, it's all over but the singing, and that's it. GG. Soma taps out. Bisu takes game 1 of our best of 3 series between these two players. An excellent game there by Bisu, and I just think it was Soma trying to win with Hydra Lurker. Couldn't do it. He tried to attack in and bust down a base. Couldn't even get close to it at all. And before he knew what was going on, Bisu was maxed out effectively. He had a ton of goons, Zelot, High Templar, Archons, and he just couldn't get out of the Hydra Lurker tech, and he died. Just kind of got trapped in there. Tough stuff, man. Tough stuff. Yeah, we do see that sometimes, Jaboy, Burnett. Yeah, especially in, like, crazy, crazy late-game PvZ. There is a game. Let me see if I can find it real quick. There is a match that I cast. I think I titled it Epic Insanity. That did involve, like, crazy, crazy late-game PvZ. Yeah, here we go. It's an hour-long PvZ on Polypoid. It's Jaedong and it's Ruin. And yeah, Jaedong is definitely using Spawn Broodling as a cost-efficient killing High Templar strategy when he doesn't have any cash. Like, barely has any income at all at the 48-minute mark of a game, right? So that's where it comes in. How's it going, Hugo? Yeah, I mean, I was always a big fan of it too, right? When I was a kid, I always figured Spawn Broodling was the answer to High Templar. Like, dodging storms was just not something that I could ever really get my head around. And so I didn't. But, yeah, I always figured just Spawn Broodling the High Templar and you're good to go. Like, what's the big deal? Top right, it is our purple Zerg. It is Soma. Top left, it is Bisu in game 2 of our best of 3. Let's make our predictions now. I'm going to get a Coke Zero refill, probably the last one of the day. Then we'll move into the chilled ice water. Yeah, Sugo, we could do that. I mean, we can definitely schedule that. Nothing but short games. No idea how short they are, right? Yeah, no problem, Jaboy. Yeah, if you ever have an hour to spare, that is an crazy, crazy, crazy good game. Jaedong and Ruin from like 18 months ago. Okay, I'll be right back. Tap that like button. Hey, hey, Torathel. Thanks for gifting a sub to Hit 'em Up SC. Very generous. Thank you for that gifted tier 1 sub. Awesome stuff here on Twitch. Blocking that hatch is this probe from Bisu. Taking this base first anyway. No big deal from Soma. Not even worried about it at all. Yeah. Enjoy the no ads. That's the thing. If you're a subscriber to a channel on Twitch, there are no ads out on Twitch. How cool is that for you on that channel? Very fancy. Forge opening with the expand from our guy Bisu. I don't think there was an attempt to cannon rush, but I could have missed one. The chat seems to indicate there was not any of that, though. And yeah, gonna chase this probe around for a little bit. No biggie. We're gonna ×2 a tiny bit here at the opening, just because I think we're all pretty familiar with what Bisu's gonna do here. If he mixes it up, we'll make a point to look at it and emphasize it. But for now, nothing really to talk about. Why Haas? Who broke your heart? That's not cool. Hydra Den. Without a lair. Hydra bust coming. Let's see what Bisu does this time. Remember that game against Zelot where Bisu was like, Hydra bust, huh? Well, let me not worry about getting Zelot leg speed or storm for any length of time. And then Zelot killed him with drops? That was cool. Also got his front busted. Ooh, yeah, Twitch Turbo. Right. I always forget about that one. Thanks, Suga. Zealot. Dead. Harassing a little bit. Macro hatch. There. Hydra. And the pressure is coming. Good Overlord snipe. Acceptable. And guess what? It's a supply block from Soma, but first Overlord dead is always expected. Okay, here comes nothing. The Hydras are on the way. They're kind of trying to escort their slow Overlord all the way up here because he's really worried about DT shutting this whole thing down. I did cast a game, I think, yesterday where the Zerg player showed up, but then there was a DT, and he was like, ah, beans. And the DT killed everything or, like, shoved the Hydras away. Citadel firing up about the time that you can be doing it here. Maybe a little bit late, but... All right, Torthal sounds good, man. Enjoy your fastest map butt kicking and have a good dinner. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Thanks for the gifted sub. That +1 attack getting canceled would have big ramifications in this game. We don't want that dying. Really don't want that dying. The placement, the exact placement on these Hydras. Look at this. Without getting hit by cannons. Oh my god, the Zealots are going to jump on this. They have to. No, they don't. It's going to finish anyway. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so yeah, they took some hits, and they get the +1 to finish. That's so close, though. That's like 3 or 4 seconds. Bam. That would have been a canceled upgrade, which, again, sucks. That +1 attack for the Zealots is really important. Really important. Templar Archive is getting on the way. We got ourselves Storm in our future, ladies and gentlemen. What's the least surprising thing you've heard today? Is it Bisu's getting Storm in this PvZ at 7 minutes? Because if there's something you've heard that is even less surprising, let me know. I'm curious about what that is. McDonald's. Yeah, I mean, hit and miss on McDonald's. I don't think I've had it in a couple weeks now. They did have this thing a while ago where... What was it? Something to do with a sports team. If somebody hit a three-pointer, or I don't know. You got a free double cheeseburger with purchase of anything else. So that was a pretty screaming deal. Yeah, Bisu makes a Corsair in PvZ. Ooh, I like that, Suga. Making a Dragoon first to snipe the early Overlord to shut down Hydra Bust. That's cool. So Zealot counterattack pretty big, but good SimCity. A bit of a block here. No lurkers yet. In fact, no lurkers at all. I don't think lurker aspect has come through yet. Checking. Pure Hydra? Pure Hydra, Pure Hydra. Spire getting fired up after the Hydra Den. But did get scouted out. A couple times, Doc Bravo, yeah. But like 50% off is... I'm looking for better deals than that, man. I don't have a job. I'm looking to get closer to 80% off. Murderization. Ah, there you go. Bingo card has Falcon saying murderized. I don't think I say murderized as much as I used to. Sometimes language evolves, folks. Lurker Aspect is finally getting fired up here. He's decided that, you know, maybe Mass Hydra is not enough to win this game after all. Because guess what? High Templar are here. They have Psystorm, and it's just a million speed lots with 1/1 upgrades. This is a nightmare scenario for these Hydralisks. If it was a maxed out Hydra army, then yeah, you could probably take this. But it's only 122 supply of Zerg, and that's just not quite enough to pull it off. I agree with you, Doc Bravo. That's a legit good deal, but I'm looking for better ones. That's all. That's all. Okay, just waiting for Lurker Aspect to finish here. Is he going to get a Queen's Nest today? He didn't get one in game 1. Unfortunately. And guess what? The move speed of a Scourge is compared to the move speed of a Corsair based on this information. Why did he stop? I guess because this was happening. Yeah, all these Hydras are going to die. You got to micro him, man. All right, so he does micro out. Fall back. Yeah, Five Guys is incredible, but they don't have any good deals at all. Five Guys are like, come get our food and you'll pay $20 for one meal and you'll like it. Sounds good, Wyhas. To each their own in the pizza wars. That's what I always say. Yeah, I don't know that I would say Five Guys quality has gone down. I did go a couple months ago. Who? Arcadiox. Arcadiox specifically funded a Five Guys dinner for me a few weeks ago. I don't know when it was. A month ago, 2 months ago? Who knows? Time is a flat circle. But yeah, I went, and it was as good as always. It was $22, though, but, you know, for a double cheeseburger, fries, and a milkshake. But by golly, it was all very, very good. They have, like, so many mix-ins for milkshakes. I had a peanut butter banana milkshake. Delicious. Fourth base coming in from Bisu. This is where Zergs get in trouble. So when Bisu gets that fourth base up. Yes, Mash Burger is great. How do they got bend a Tony Burger, Doc Bravo? Can you recommend Tony Burger? Okay, here we go. Lurker Hydra portion of the game. Dragoons happy as nails right now. We've got upgrades. Yes, 2 armor, +1 attack on the ground units for the toss, +1 attack for the Hydras. I'm going to guess the Lings have no upgrades at all. In fact, I don't know if there are any Lings on the map right now. I did see a couple Lings made early, but I'm trying to see if they are alive, and I think they are all very dead. Hey, Charles, that's the people out on Twitch. Their emojis are floating around the screen for us to enjoy. Shake Shack is good. I like Shake Shack, jaboy. Where did I go? Where did I go the other day? Can't remember. What's the one? What's the one? God, my brain is falling out of my head right now. Blech. How's it going, Woogie Boogie? Ooh, Five Guys poutine sounds good. I'll have to go to Canada to try that at some point, Wyhas. Yeah, Doc Bravo. But look, Five Guys has never been about being cheap. Five Guys, as that Ling has 0/0 upgrades, is about being incredible and expensive for fast food, right? So I think the quality has stayed and the cost has gone up. Nice clip, Suga. I'll have to post that one out on Blue Sky and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. Dragoons, getting into your base. Zealot's getting all into your base here. Hydro Lurker at 14 minutes. No sign of a Queen's Nest. Soma is just... Oh, I'm just kidding. The man has a hive. All right. At least he tried this time. But like I said, Bisu getting that 4th base up is brutal. And it looks like Soma's going to hold this attack. He also has a 5th base down the right side. Fantastic. A single Zealot is coming down to try to shut this down all by his lonesome, and he might be able to do it. Right, and again, you can prefer another burger at a different price. I'm just saying, the quality of Five Guys, I don't think has gone down. You can prefer something else and say it's a better value. 100% agree with you on that one. 100%. Nah, Christian. Gotta eat all our greasy food now. Nice, nice block. Beautiful lurker egg block there. Yeah, we gotta eat all the garbage food now in December, so in January, when we have our New Year's resolutions, then we can talk about doing treadmill exercises and jump roping and lifting weights, right? That's how this works. That's how the cycle of suck works. Zealots finding an exit avenue. Some of them, some of their friends do not. Maybe Arcadiox. That'd be really nice if there was. I'm unfamiliar of any service like that, but if there is one, it'd probably save me some time. It's actually not that bad because Twitch automatically allows me to export to YouTube and TikTok with a click of a button, which is great. And then it lets me download the clip, and then I can just upload that to the other platforms, copy paste some words, and I'm done. It takes maybe about 10 minutes to grab a Twitch clip and share it to all the social media platforms that I'm on, which are Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Sky, as of like yesterday or Saturday. Hootsuite. Does Hootsuite do everything? Where is Hootsuite? Anyway, guess what? Zerg player's not stuck. He's not stuck on Hydro Lurker. We're going to get some Plague and Dark Swarm in this game. What is it, honestly, with ZVPs I've been casting over the last 3 or 4 days where Zerg players are, in the large majority, not getting Hive Tech? But Soma's doing it this time, folks. He's got Consume on the way. He's going to get some Plague. It's going to turn this into a more interesting PvZ than just, oh, I tried to go Hydro Lurker against a fully fleshed out Tier 3 Protoss, and I died. How did that happen? Consume's not done yet. Dark Swarm's going to be incredible against all these Dragoons. Obviously, the Zealots and the Archons don't care as much. The Lynx having Adrenal would be nice, but I don't think that's come through yet either. Maybe it has. No, it has. There is Adrenal on these Lings. Okay, that's going to help a lot, although they're all dead now. More Lings flooding in. Just trying to delay. Please Consume. I need you. I probably should have gotten you sooner, says Soma. But Consume might actually halt this directly in its tracks. Where is it? Consume is so slow. The reason Ultras are rare in PvZ is because Zealots and Dragoons and Archons and Reavers are all very good against them. And they're not great against anything. Although, you know, they can be pretty good in certain situations. I've cast them a few times where they show up in really, really good PvZs and the Zerg player wins with Ultras. But there's just, like, the reason we see them so much against Terran is because they are amazing against Marines. And there's just not the Marine equivalent for Protoss. There's just nothing that Ultras come out and they're amazing against. Dark Swarm! We did it! We got a Dark Swarm! This DT's in there. That doesn't... Oh! Oh, no! I was so excited. I was so excited. Aw, he got Dark Swarm up and he died anyway. These Zealots are hacking away at the 3rd base. This base is gonna die. 1 Dark Swarm. Despite what everybody says about Dark Swarm being crazy OP, it's only mildly OP because it wasn't enough to win this entire game for Soma. Derp. Amazing. So yeah, this base coming up and this base coming up. Soma just got out macroed is what that one was. And he was late on his spell casting, which is very, very sad. All right, Pachow, an out kill of 244 to 97 today in only 18 minutes. And guess what? Bisu got outspent by 1,000 resources in 18 minutes. Shakes his head sadly. GG for sure. Okay, game 3's on Neo Sylphid. Ja Boy's talking about Warhammer. Because it's cheaper. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's a fair thing to say, Ja Boy. You are aware that Blizzard was set to make a Warhammer video game. And then that fell apart, and then suddenly we ended up with StarCraft? Top side of Neo Sylphid, it's a teal Zerg. It's Soma. Bottom left, it's Bisu. And he's yellow. That's right. Reaver spin. We might get some Reavers in this game, Dollaville, but no guarantees. No guarantees at all today. What is Pokemon short for? I know what it is. I know the answer to this question. Not even really a Pokemon kind of a guy, but it's kind of omnipresent in society, and I can't really get away from it. Jaboy knows what's up. Jaboy comes through with the answer from the Twitch side. Twitch side is answering the questions correctly. Another gate opening here from Bisu. We're going to ×2 this sucker, get through the early game. Well, let's go. One more prediction. Who wins this one? Bit of a quick pause here. Nothing to worry about, though. Hatch Firston into a pool here. Gate opening means Zealot on the move out. Robert the Zealot Birch at Falcon Paladin .store. Bonk, 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 bonk. Here goes our guy. Herp, 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 herp. Patrick Starr also knows the answer. Nicely done, Patrick Starr. Patrick Starr from the SpongeBob. You're a celebrity. No kills on that Zealot. Pretty good micro from Soma to prevent that. I would have lost every one of my drones to that Zealot, but Soma is a monster. Third base coming up on the right side here at this, interestingly enough, at the 3 o'clock spot. Not taking this base. Not taking this base either, which you can't see, but you know what I'm talking about. It's Neo Sylphid. My email is falcon.paladin@gmail.com. But ooh, a shield battery. But Gmail does this thing where it will ignore periods in email addresses. So, for example, if my email address is falconpaladin@gmail.com, no, it is falconpaladin@gmail.com. But somebody sends an email to falcon.paladin@gmail.com, I think I get it. I think it just considers that the same email address. I remember reading an article about that like 10 years ago. I don't know if that's still true. But officially, it's falconpaladin@gmail.com. There you go. That's the one. And yeah, now that there are more people here, I did get approved for Revolut. So I am now at Falcon Paladin on Revolut, if you want to donate that way. It's more of an international donation platform. From what I understand, I had some people in Europe asking for that. The Americans are like, we don't care. We have PayPal and Venmo and all these other options for supporting the channel. But yeah, Revolut seems to be better to support American creators if you are overseas. Yeah, Christian, there you go. Not wrong about that, Charles. Revolut. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right, but no one's corrected me so far, so hey. Anyway, yeah, like, what's with the shield battery? Like, what on earth did Bisu see up here that made him feel like he needed a shield battery? In fairness, there are a decent number of lings out, but it's not like there's 40 of them, right? Yeah. Digimon's name is in the theme song, for sure. That's crazy, Suga. Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why email was developed that way back in the, 50s or 60s, whenever they were making this stuff. So that means then, since I got falconpaladin@gmail.com, that somebody couldn't sign up for a new account that was falcon.paladin@gmail.com, right? I guess they're just trying to avoid impersonation problems with email addresses, where they don't want someone doing that. It's too easy to look like a legit email address and actually be fake, right? A fraudulent one. Double Stargate +1 Corsair play here. I'm with you on that one, Jaboy. We do get Overmind lines and Kerrigan lines and Cerebert lines, but they're all... I mean, most of those are in the campaign, right? But yeah, in-game, it would be cool to have some voice lines from the Zerg units, but I think lore-wise, they're all pretty mindless, right? A Zergling doesn't say stuff. He killed his own shield battery, and then the Lings showed up. What the... What's he gonna do with this space? Is he renting it out? Why did he kill his own shield battery? I guess maybe he had a Zealot blocked in there. Maybe that's what happened. That would be funny. Ooh, that's a good move, Suga. Yeah, my dad used to do that with spammers over junk mail spammers and regular mail. He would put a different middle initial when he signed up for different services, and if he got junk mail from somebody that was, blank F last name, then he'd be like, you sold my information to junk mail. Screw you guys. Very studious man he is. All right, Corsairs hunting around. Again, 2 gate Corsairs, a lot of Corsairs. Guess how many Corsairs are being produced right now? 0. So the man goes 2 gate Corsair, makes 6 Corsairs, decides, yeah, that's probably enough, and then stops using them entirely. That is the weirdest. This is the second game in a week I've seen a Protoss do this. And I don't get it. It's not that he can't fire up 10, make 10 more Corsairs really quickly if he wants to. He can do that, but you can have 4 Corsairs here at 8 minutes with 1 Stargate. They don't take that long to build. It's not like you're making carriers. How's it going, Jacob? How's Idaho today? Not too snowy on your side of the state, from what I understand. Nope. Nope. Wait, Wander's out here? Where's Wander? Ah, it's rainy in Jacob's neck of the woods. Is Wander here? Oh, Wander is here. Nice. I sent you a whoop. All right. Well, Hyderbus time. Storm is ready. Come a little bit closer, guys. Just come a little bit closer. Oh, there's a Zealot spin. Hey, man. There's the Psy Storm. Get out of here. Shoo. Shoo, you Hydralisks. Nobody likes you there. Yeah, your side of Idaho isn't as Idaho as the rest of the Idaho is, as far as weather's concerned. A little too far west. Hey, Wander. Yeah, Monday's going great. Went to the gym, listened to a podcast about the NFL, watched some ancient alien stuff on the History Channel on the TV that was in the gym. They were talking about crop circles. There's never anything new with those guys. They should make an episode about all of the drones on the East Coast right now that people are worried about. I think that would probably draw some eyeballs. Crop circles are old news, I say. All right, just speed lots alone, heading on in here. Enough Hydras to deal with them, but they're going to take a few drones with them next, boosting into the main base. Hydra's ready to shut this thing down. And gotta get into your own base, and the Mutas are here to kill. But the Corsairs perk up when they hear that Mutalisks are on the battleground. Where are the Corsairs would be my first question. Here are 3 of them. Great. Well, we're back into double pumping Stargates. Ooh, yeah. Lizard People is great. Japoy lives in Atlanta. Not a lot of snow in Atlanta. Okay, 4-basing Soma. Is it just simply coming down to, can we win the game now, or do we need to get Hive Tech, right? Those are the questions that Soma has in his mind. Can we win pretty much now? Because if we can, great. If we can't, gotta start thinking about that Queen's Nest, folks. Gotta get that on the schedule. But yeah, man, Bisu does what Bisu does. Right? Does he ever skip Corsairs? No. Not really. Does he ever not get Speedlots and Dragoons and High Templar at this stage of the game? Also not really. Alright, Mutas all die. Terrible control, honestly. Although a couple of High Templar got picked off by that group. And, whoa! That's a GG. Oh, hang on. Did he pick off more High Templar than I thought? Hey, hey, hey. Let's go. Soma, like I said, either he needs to win right now or he needs to start teching up. And he decided that the answer to this question was need to win right now. So let's look at the High Templar. There are 2 of them. Not a great number. Nice snipe on those Scourge, though. So these Mutas dive bomb over here, get both of the High Templar, and that's it. There are no High Templar here at all. The Corsairs are going to die. That Dragoons are not going to hold. These guys don't have enough energy coming in. Yeah, okay, so that's how it works, right? This is how it works when you're a Zerg player with the Hydra stuff. You do it at 12 minutes, and you manage to pick off the High Templar, and you do it right on the front doorstep of the Protoss, and there aren't any storms available anymore, then you can pull it off. But it is a tricky timing. It requires a lot of good micro, and Soma pulled it off in that game. So nicely done. Soma does take a game off of Bisu here. Did get outspent, but won anyway. It's one of those rare instances where that happens. Yeah, I'm talking to the guy who runs Pulls It, and his wife had a baby. And so he has an infant in the house, and he's like, I have never been more sick in my life than in this last year with this infant. And I'm like, yeah, babies are germ factories. I don't know what it is. They pick up diseases, they bring them home, they give them to you. Kids in elementary school are the same way, middle school, even high school. Pick something up, bring it home. But even infants pull it off. And they're not even going to school. So I don't know how that even works when they are the babies. But it's been my experience with the babies in my life as well. All right. Bisu versus Soma. Best of 3 is done. Pew, 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 pew. All right, let's do a quick poke on over to Polls It, though. Check out the polls of the latest ones. What's up, Xenia? We'll have to see. So do you like Falcon's Deep Freeze? Polls It, again, sponsoring Falcon Paladin, does have support Oh, no. Oh, that's because the URL changed. Crap, because it went from live to the VOD. Anyway, you like Low Money Cast or FME better for the people on the Sunday stream? Should Jim have tried to save Kerrigan in StarCraft 2? It's a controversial question. It looks like for now, most people say yes, which I find surprising. Comments involve he had to save her to remove the Amon influence. Not that he knew that. Huh. Fair enough. Happy says should have been done differently. Anthony's a straight-up Brood War fan, says he said in StarCraft 1, he'd be the one that kills her, and changing that kind of sucks as far as Anthony is concerned. How's it going, Django? Babies are incompatible with good sleep patterns. That is true. So it makes you exhausted, as MC says, and then when you're exhausted, your immune system is garbage, and you get sick more quickly. That is a fair point. Excellent analysis by MC. Speaking from experience, are kids worth them being germ factories? That's my question of the day. He'll laugh at that one. Sick kid. Let's see. We need to find a kid that is sick that's not sad. Here, this is one that will work for us. Bum-ba-dum-bum-dum-bum-bum. Kids are cute, but is it worth getting sick all the time when they are in your life? I mean, I don't know. I assume a bunch of people who don't have kids are going to vote, heck no, it's not worth it. But if you have kids, you probably have a different opinion on the matter. So come check out PolsIt. Come sign up. It's free. It gets me bonuses that help me to pay my Falcon mortgage and Falcon Nexus mortgage and all that other stuff. All right, tell you what. Let's keep this a ZVP stream. Let's try to find a ZVP that's long, that maybe we can get Reavers in it. That would be nice, right? Come on, long PvZ. Ooh, 32 minutes, TVT. Not what we're looking for here. Folder of mystery and wonder. 22 minutes is not long enough either. 27 is close. Ooh, 41. Okay, there we go. 41, but is it too late? No, you're right. We don't have time for that right now. What am I doing? We have to get into the live games in like 20 minutes. That's not going to work out for us at all. Okay. All right. Let's riggedy rock here. Let's go something fun. Wait, I saw something cool. There's a Larva game. Larva and best? Let's do it. We'll just PvZ this sucker. PvZ fans will be happy. It's on Bloody Ridge, too, which is a really knock down, drag 'em out kind of a map. I feel like every game on Bloody Ridge is a tough one for the Zerg player. Not that they can't win. I'm not saying that. But it's just a hard experience. Top right, gonna be a red Zerg. It is Larva. Bottom left, gonna be best. So two different players here for our PvZ centric stream today. Bloody Ridge, I'm just gonna say it again. It is definitely a Protoss favored map in this matchup. We've seen wins from Zerg in this matchup, but I can think of maybe two of them. Maybe two of them. Charles makes it a good point. This is a difficult bet for sure. We like Best a lot. Best maybe better at PvT. Larva is just an all-around monster, and he's very good at this matchup. But the map is, again, Protoss favored. So, gonna go for an overpool opening. Because it's a two-player map, right? Okay, we're talking about ASL, I guess. Now we're gonna try to block the hatch. Get out of here. Nope, there's a block. Block. Worker fights. Second drone has to be pulled, and that's a win for Best. And maybe you can actually even kill this guy. Hatch goes down at 2 minutes. Much later than Larva wanted it to. And then it is a Forge on the expand here as well. I mean, the thing is, Charles, though, yeah, kids can help with chores and stuff. But kids are responsible for 90% of the messes in the house. So the trade-off is not worth it. And yes, even if they could make their own YouTube charity channels, they cost way more than they're probably getting from said YouTube charity channels. Zera hates when Terran wins since Terran's OP, but is ironically a Terran main. How's it going, Gallons? How you doing? Ooh, sneaking a third base down here, Larva. Big fan of that. A lot of these PvZs end when this base gets scouted out and killed. And the Zerg player's like, well, can't reestablish that third. Guess I'll die. It's very, very sad. That's true, Suga, but it's still expensive, man. And that's correct, Top Shelf, Dustin. I think the laws don't care about that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm the oldest of 9 kids, and I don't feel like I had to raise my younger siblings. So, I don't know. Like, I'd babysit every once in a while, and I definitely changed a bunch of diapers growing up, but I wasn't responsible for, you know, getting them to bed or helping them wake up or feeding them or getting them dressed in the morning. You know what I mean? I wasn't doing parenting stuff with my siblings. Just every once in a while, I'd make sure they didn't die. And that was pretty much my entire job. And they paid me for it, too. My parents paid me to babysit the younger siblings if they'd go off on a date one Friday night or something. So, not that bad. I have heard stories, though, of people that, yeah, were expected to be 100% caregivers for their younger siblings all the time, and that sounds miserable. Like, let kids be kids, man. Okay, Butchunk. We got a Spire coming up for Larva. He's going to make good use of any of those Zergy units that can fly and taste like chicken. Yo, Gallons! Yeah, that's good to recognize when you got to take a break from stuff like Path of Exile 2. And take it easy. Yeah, I'm trying to think when I ever did that in my life. World of Warcraft is maybe the one. Like, I definitely put a ton of time into World of Warcraft in 2006 and 2007. Had to definitely take breaks to combat that at the time. Zealots pushing in to the natural base of our guy Larva. He's got macro hatches, but no Sunkens to assist. He does seem to have enough lings to win this, and just barely. See, you want to just barely win if you're a Zerg player. You don't want to win by a lot, because then you have lings that aren't really going to do anything for you. Ah, interesting strategy, Jaboy. Take breaks from video games by playing different video games. Not a bad strat. There's the supply block. There's a Zealot here inside the third. He's got 2 kills. And can he get a third? Yes, he gets a third. Excellent job there, Zealot, my boy. Scourge chasing those Corsairs the heck out of here. And what are we up to, man? More Corsairs? Great. Zealot leg upgrade, fine. Templar Archives, yes? Question mark. Love this. 4th base coming up from Larva, right side 2. Do we get more drone kills? Oh, another Zealot snuck into the natural, though. Okay, that's actually starting to add up a little bit. Good connection. No dead Corsair as a result. Gotta get 2. Must get 2. Okay, Creep Colony. SimCity in here behind a hatchery and a Hydra Den. Evo Chamber, Creep Colony down here too. Maybe putting a creep right here would be good, but that would kind of screw with pathing, as this direct path is very, very nice for that drone. MC says, just a game system in general, Nintendo. Too much time on the Nintendo. Too much Top Gun. Too much Super Mario Brothers 3. Double Dragon. Mega Man 6. Classic Mega Man, Mega Man 6. "12 hours of Path of Exile 2 in one day is a lot, Gallons." Yeah, if you're not eating, I'm not even sure what you're going to expect with it if you don't eat. Did a lot of that with Cyberpunk when that came out in 2020. Corsair Zealot attack should be held by the Sunken and the Hydras. Overlords do get sniped, but there's not a follow-up DT here. There's a backup Overlord to the right here, though. Larva's a little bit too smart to only have one Overlord over each of his bases. Fourth base, unfortunately, doesn't have really much of defense here either. Drone just kind of fully evac from the position. Yeah, I always like the movement in Mega Man better than the movement in Castlevania, Jaboy. I always felt that Simon was too stiff in his movement, and it never appealed to me as much as Mega Man did. I don't know what it is. This Overlord massacre is averted by these Hydralisks. Good positioning and good response from Larva there. Zelot running into third base. There is a DT coming into the third. Here we go. Overlord speed is done, so this DT should not really be able to get too many kills. I'd love for him to get like one, though. Okay, he gets a kill. He kills a Hydralisk. That's all good. What's up, Eye of the Goat? Okay, well, DC did something, I suppose. How's it going, Jack? Good morning. Fourth base under attack, going to get saved. The Overlord sniping here by Best, though. It's a little bit of a supply block. It's not massive. Could be worse for sure. Ah, Christian's playing Path of Exile 2 as well. Excellent. Excellent. I think maybe because Mega Man has a slide. Trying to think of what it is that differentiates Castlevania movement, especially the NES Castlevanias from the NES Mega Mans, and I think Mega Man's slide maybe is what makes me feel like it's a more fluid character, because he's really not in most ways. Yeah, and that's right, MC. That was the one. You killed a boss, you got his powers, and some powers were better against other bosses than others, and it was fun figuring out that. And speedrunners love that information. Hydra, no, definitely not. Yeah, speedrunning Mega Man games is just a matter of what order to do the bosses in, so you can kill the bosses in 3 hits each, right? It's kind of a puzzle. Good stuff. Yeah, Rush. That's true. You have Rush for more movement options in Mega Man in the later games. Corsair Ball, hefty, man. 6 is a decent number of Corsairs. About as many as you want. Getting higher than this, we see it sometimes. We do. But, I mean, you can take an Overlord out in a pretty decent amount of time. Not a supply block on Larva, but down 109 to 92 supply. Protoss is pretty happy about this spot. Got 3 bases. It's 4 bases from Larva. He's taken some hits. He's taken some drone losses, but he is recovering well. He's got a Queen's Nest at the same time. Could throw up a Hive at some point when he has the money for it. He's a little bit broke right now. Robot Dogs do rock. Maybe one day the future will give us robot dogs. I think they're working on that. I'll bet science is working on robot dogs. There's your hive timing. Okay, hive timing at 11 minutes compared to like a 16 or a 17-minute hive timing for Soma in some of these games that he lost. So he decided the Hydra stuff's not going to work. It'd be really nice to win this game at the 12-minute mark, but Best is really too macroed up. Has way too big of an army here for that to happen. Got the Psy Storm. Got the positioning here, blocking off this ramp like he's blocking against vultures. Hilariously, more and more gates getting tossed up, and maybe we'll get some reverse here, but probably not. They're selling robot dogs already? $25,000. Okay, I don't want a robot dog that much. They'll get cheaper. That's what tech does. It gets cheaper over time. Corsairs do not fly haphazardly into these hiders. They will chew you apart. They got a +1 attack. And your +1 attack will not help against these hydras at all. Okay, so this is a delay, right? Delay the attack from the Protoss so that we can get up to the Defiler Mound. We can get up to the Adrenal. We can get up to the Plague. Observer snipes would be nice. They get both the observers. Really sloppy observer control from Best, but he does kill the rest of the Zerg army pretty effectively. Okay, high ground attack, trying to dodge storms while getting high grounds out here. No Adrenal getting fired up yet. Too busy microing and killing every one of these Dragoons and High Templar. Dude, Larva's macro, that counterattack coming in from the high ground was brutal. That was amazing. Best had the upper hand, and then Larva's like, let me just bring 27 more Hydras across the map. High ground you, bring enough Lings in to deal with the remaining Dragoons, and then win that engagement. Excellent, excellent stuff. Working on Adrenal, yes. No Defiler Mound yet. Another Overlord goes down. Another supply block from Larva. That is the saving grace for Best right now. If not for these supply blocks, I think Larva might have already won this game. Okay, Best is trying to get a 4th base, as we've all known. Protoss with the 4th base in this matchup are pretty gosh darn scary. So let's see if... Nice Overlord snipe. Let's see if Larva can assault this and shut it down. He's going to try while he's working on a Defiler Mound, making more and more Zerglings because the Adrenal's finishing up and their effectiveness is going to go up about 40%. Okay, that was a war crime level execution on that Hydralisk, just saying. Not that he tried to surrender, I guess. What does war crime, like what do the Geneva Conventions have to say about a single soldier horribly outnumbered by the enemy still shooting at you, but like outnumbered 10 to 1? Like, are they're okay with you shooting that guy in the face? Probably, huh? He's not surrendering. Anyway, jumping in. Oh, but guess what? Your pylon wall doesn't block Hydras from getting through these gaps. They are skinny. So he goes after the 3rd base instead of the 4th. Dude, Larva, you're so smart. But also the Protoss is straight up engaging into this bottom right 3rd base. There's nothing to defend it except for one sunken down here. Cracklings jumping on everybody, making sure that Archon never comes up. Mutas are being produced as well. Dude, the Black Mirror robot dogs freak me out. I miss original Black Mirror episodes. Seasons 1, 2, and 3 are fantastic. So this base is in a lot of trouble. Cracklings might be able to save it. And actually, yes, a 120 to 106 total supply here in favor of Larva indicates that he's way up. He's leaving some Hydras to kill this Nexus. Beautiful. He is getting 14 Mutalisks, and that's it. That's a GG. This gets held. Best is like, yo, probe transfer is doom. And Larva wins it. Very nicely done. That Adrenal upgrade really flipped it for Larva, huh? That's really the only thing that changed. I don't think the Mutas even had anything to do with that. They're just kind of hanging out over here. We're here if you need us, boss. But yeah, it was just the Adrenalings, the Hydras. I guess these Mutas are doing something. Went over to kill this base while all the army was defending this 4th. Very, very intelligent movement over that way. No observers checking it out at all. And then, yeah, Lings are a major reason for that victory, and Larva pulls it out. Well, there you go, Condemned Marine. Yeah, that's what I figured. You obviously said it more eloquently than I did. Thank you very much. Suga-san ad for a robot dog. Let's check out this ad for a robot dog. Oh, is this Boston Dynamics dog? What's up, robot dog? Oh, he dances for you. Can you put fur on a robot dog? You can't really cuddle with this thing, right? Okay, okay, calm down. Calm down, StarCraft. Back in, back in. So are they just aping Boston Dynamics? This isn't Boston Dynamics. Because I don't think they're selling robot dogs. Yeah. Whoa. Right, right. That's how they see the world, as a robot dog. Jacob says, I'm always going to bet on Toy Cop. This is a Chinese robot dog company. Ah, gotcha, Suga. It has GPT in it. Chat GPT. Robot GPT. Wait, no. I don't know. Anywho. It's just, I don't know, man. Holy crap, you can buy human ones too. They don't have faces. I don't like it. Dude, these things are they are going to kill us one day, aren't they? They will be the death of all of us. What movie are you talking about, Psychonauts? A robot dog that walks real dogs. I'm sure that's happening somewhere already. Django says the nerds are going to kill us all. Well, that's fair because the jocks were killing us all for most of human history. It was the big, strong people with, like, clubs and swords that were killing everyone and razing villages and entire cities. So it's about time the nerds got their chance to kill everyone, I say. Equal opportunity, right? Fastest running industrial grade quadruped robot at 6 meters per second. You can even look, there's banana peels. It's like in the cartoons. They literally put some banana peels on the ground. China is funny. Oh, Bandersnatch. Yeah, that was like a choose your own adventure movie on Netflix, right? That was Black Mirror engaged. I think Black Mirror died when they had that episode with Miley Cyrus that had a happy ending. At that point, I said, this is not my Black Mirror anymore. When I finish watching a Black Mirror episode, I need to feel nothing but existential dread. And if I don't feel existential dread at the end of an episode of Black Mirror, it is not Black Mirror. I'm a simple man. I just want existential dread from my Black Mirror, and if I don't get it, I'm not happy. 2020-03-02. Alright. Good man, Larva. You're awesome. Let's get into those live games. Can I log into Battle.net yet? I couldn't at the start of the stream. And yes, Crimney, they will. They will kill us all if we keep hitting them with hockey sticks and brooms and stuff. I don't know if I can log into Battle.net today. Something seems wrong. I think Boston Dynamic employees are just, they'll probably die first. What is errors? I'm going to restart Battle.net. That sometimes helps. Anyway, happy Monday, everyone. Hope it's a great one. It's been a gray and overcast and dark kind of a Monday here, which is not great for my mood, if we're honest. But I get to cast some StarCraft for everybody here, so that improves it immensely. Reloading, authenticating, and we're good. Great. Just had to restart. That's all you gotta do sometimes is just kick it. Kick it, kick it. They stopped Black Mirror because they can't compete with reality. They're inspiring reality, that's for sure. Those robot dogs in that one episode. Oof. Okay, so come to the US West Battle.net server, do a /J Falcon Paladin to join the chat channel. Right? Join the chat channel. Falcon Paladin with people like Stoner Boner, who's Gallons, Dead and Fested, Psychonauts, Crimney, Wander, and Bazomp. Where can I download a North versus South map fastest, says Speckle. I don't know. Oh, like a zero clutter North versus South kind of a game? Is that what you're talking about, Speckle? Because there are... It's not in here, though. Not in here either. Oh, that's cool. All right. Let's go fastest map. Use map settings, because then it will do a 4v4 where everyone is at least next to one teammate. Not that it helps everyone, but we'll give it a try anyway. Bum bum. Bazump is in. Again, US West BattleNet. The password to get into the game is simply SOCK. S-O-C-K. The name of the game is Falcon something. Cool. Suga's in. We can do a 3v3. Whenever Falcon exits BattleNet or closes StarCraft, I go like this. What is that? Is that a magnifying glass? Oh, you're trying to get my name. Right. What's up, Zilnar? We got one more spot open here. Is RJB in the house? Is Can I Play Please in the house? Is Scotty B in the house? Look, man, we got some people in here who are not pros. Right? Look. Okay, Zilnar's not that great. Right? Let's be honest here. This isn't Falcon Unrest, says Zilnar. It's a team situation, so, like, it's not just you against one person for embarrassingness. Dead Infested is back in the fastest map. Wyhaw said he's going to join in. He asked for it. Crimney got the spot. Let's go. Okay, so Wanderer, Psychonaut, Suga, Gallons, Dead Infested, Bazump. Sounds good. I like this team. I'm approved for Revolut. What's up, Speckle? Speckle, I'm on US West BattleNet. The name of the game is Falcon. Oh, I'm calling it Falcon Unrest free-for-all, but that's not what it is. Hilariously. All right, sounds good, Scotty B. Do it, man. Stella got her groove back. I guess Suga was asking about it. All right, let's go. Game 1, fastest map, 4v4. We don't actually have Can I Play Please or RJB or Hamster in here. The best player is probably Bazump, but he's not like an elite fastest map player. So let's see what we get here. Speckle can't find it. 4v4, left versus right. Team 1 is Zilnar. Purple Zerg. We got a teal Terran next to him, Dead Infested. A brown Protoss here is Bazump. And then we have Gallons on the south side playing Toss. We got a red Terran Crimney, a blue Protoss Psychonauts. Wander's up here playing Zerg. And then last but not least is Suga playing orange Zerg on the top side. It is simply these teams, right? Team right side with bottom versus team left side with top. It's a backwards L. It's 2 Tetris pieces. I don't know if there are official names for these Tetris pieces. I'm not a humongous Tetris nerd, unfortunately. Somebody probably knows. How many Protoss are on each team? 2 Protoss on team right side, and we've got 1 Protoss on team left side. You know what? Not a lot of Protoss here. That should be good. That should be A-okay. Ah. Suga. Thanks, man. Thanks for sending me 10... I don't know what that is. 10 whatever it is. Best wishes to Terry the Overlord from Suga. Excellent. Thanks, man. Can I, like, heart this or something? Status completed. Whatever. I got it. There we go. Revolut in the house. Suga with the first Revolut chat of the day from overseas, I think. But thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, Suga. Suga can't see my chats. I'll say thanks later. I don't keep team colors because most people prefer not to have team colors. Also, it lets me see exactly who's attacking who. Right? When I do this, it's like, well, okay, someone's over here, but there are, you know, 3 Zergs on the other team. Who's doing the scouting here? Now it's purple, and now it's Zilnar. Right? So I'll kind of swap back and forth. If I have a question about exactly who's getting attacked where, then we're good. Suka sent me a Revolut donation while he was loading into a game of StarCraft. Hot dang. I think so. Boom. Here are the team colors, though, for those of you who are questioning, like, easygoing. And Alata Bosku. Got a Marine marching into the top right base here from Zilnar. Quick. Sunken up one... Zilnar, sunken up one of your bases. Make some Zerglings. You have the cash. You have... Wait, where's your spawning pool? Spawning pool was late. There we go. Spawning pool is now done. Now we can make some stuff. It's all good. Overlord, you know, it's Crimney who's actually attacking Zilnar. That's funny. They might be the 2 players that are closest to skill level here. Center of the map. Looks like we're hanging out Team Red, right? We've got Bazump up here. We've got Gallons in here. We're making a move on Wander. Top left side. He's got 3 Sunkens with the 4th one coming in. He is being attacked. I'm not sure anybody's calling this out. I don't know if we have vision to warn him this is happening, but it's kind of important you get additional warnings when you're getting attacked by 2 players. The only 2 Protoss on the entire friggin' map. Okay, there are 3 Protoss on the map, but still. Hooray! Nice job, Drew. Hope your car is working as well as it did before. Sunkens. Are there enough? There's 3 Sunkens here. Not quite enough. That's why the drones do have to be pulled. There are not actually any Zealots, tragically, but with the drone attacks, he should be able to clean this thing up. No Zerglings helping here. There we go. Some Lings do pop up. Psychonauts is like, sorry, man. I'm on my way. I've got some Zealots of my own. Crimney coming to assist, but again, everybody's too late. Like, we need to have better early warning systems of when your teammate is under attack. Dead Infested's got Marines and Medics with Stim. Gonna do pretty well against, there you go, against them Zealots. But we got Lings, we got Marines, we got Sunkens back here. Shouldn't be able to do this on his own. Someone's pinging something. Wander says, let's take down Teal. He's out. He's out with his entire army. He's going to try to jump in here and do something about it. And, okay, Sunken fires it up. Couple Zealots come to support here from Bazump. Trying to poke, find an angle. But there are 4 Sunkens here. A couple Lings as well. Do you want to go in here? Looks like we do have some betting on either side at this point. Okay, coming in top side, all 4 Sunkens are getting hits off. That's what you want to see. But the Marines are target firing them pretty well. Lings rallying. They need to be attacking stuff, and there they go. Attack, attack, attack. The Marine, not enough of them up. No reinforcements coming in either. What's up, Luca? Yeah, have a great Monday to you too. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, that's an 8-kill Marine. That's another 8-kill Marine. That's some good effective stuff here out of Dead Infested. And once again, Suga shows up to try to help his teammate. A little too late to help with the cleanup, but, you know, I guess I'd rather have that than not show up at all. Right. Better work after a $1,300 repair. Yeah, just how expensive the repair is no guarantee that it's actually fixed. I know that from sad experience. Okay, Zealot's continuing to push in here from Gallons. It's Lings, it's Hydras, it's Sunkens. This should be a hold from our guy Gallons up in the house. This is nice. Kind of like it when RJB and Can I Play Please and Hamster aren't here, because then we don't have massive unstoppable timing attacks coming and murdering somebody in the first 3 minutes, right? Or 6 or 7 minutes. It could still happen. Could still happen here, but so far I'm liking it. Everyone's, you know, they're dealing with some attacks. The people that are getting attacked, but it's not crazy overwhelming. Teammates are coming to assist a lot of the time. Wander says, we've got a plan. Let's go after 3. 5-minute team colors. Behold, team colors. They're here. I'm not going to do it for 5 minutes. But yeah, center being held by our dude Gallons. He's going to push Crimney back. Much better player at fastest map than Crimney is. Ling's jumping down from Wander, trying to fight Zealots, but it's a lot of Zealots. But he's got his own support here from his own friendly blue Zealots and Psychonauts. And I like it. I like Lings and Zealots teaming up together against the enemy lots. Firebats in the bunkers. Firebats in the bunkers. Firebats in the bunkers. No Firebats in the bunkers. It's only Marines inside the bunkers, but Bunker putting in a ton of work here nevertheless. Firebat putting in some work. And that's a hold. Nice job, Crimney. Good hold. I'd like to see Firebats inside the bunker, but it worked in the end anyway. Okay, center is being held by team left side here. We've got orange in the mix, which is Suga. We've got Psychonauts in the mix, who is blue. Crimney bringing medics up to heal friendly Zealots. That's always crazy overpowered. Like that a lot. Apparently, Suga was making a push on Zilnar while all this is happening. A little support from Wander here, too. Mutas pop out. Absolutely not. Not with this many Hydras here. Sniping down the Spire. That's the tech. The really only tech here that Zilnar has. Is anybody going to help Zilnar? Looks like so far anybody coming this way is blue, which is a problem. Stoner Boner says, I need some help. Zilnar says, I'm probably dead. I got hit by 100 Hydralisks. And Zerglings and some Zealots are here too. I mean, a good maximum number of workers on fastest map is probably 60 to 70. Scotty, that's generally what players like to go for. Sometimes we see as many as 80 or 90, but that always feels like too much. Okay, so Zilnar gets taken out at 9 minutes. Not happy about that. Guys are coming to try to save him, right? Gallons is coming and try to save him. Bazump's coming and trying to save him. But I don't see any sign of him being able to cockroach anywhere. We're going to die with 4,000 minerals in the bank, which is a little bit unfortunate. But you can only do about as well as you do. Yo. All right, so good reaction here from Bazump. Just a little bit too late. And Zilnar is out. So it does turn into a 3v2 here. Zilnar doing his best, trying to get into mutas. Kind of got hit right before the mutas really were produced. Might not have had enough gas there either. That's right, Dollaville. Mug emoji is iconic. We've had it for almost a week now. Maybe 2 weeks. Mech in the middle here, from Dead. Got Spider Mines, got Siege Tanks. Really tough to crack that. But Zealots jumping on top of your tanks will get the job done, as we all know from the PvT. And Hydras in ample numbers will clear that out, too. Bazump coming in. He couldn't quite save the tanks. He's always been a little bit too late today, Bazump has. Can't quite get in here. Save the tanks. Couldn't quite save Zilnar. Fighting hard anyway. Siege Tanks now falling back. Dead says, all right, can't take the middle. Don't have enough support for that. But tell you what, let's siege here. Make it hard for me to die at least. Gallons has got Storm because he's a good player. And then Bazump. What's his tech? He's got Reaver tech and Storm tech. And he's got some shuttles. So let's try to keep an eye on Brown. on the mini-map as well. It is easier to see drops, too, if you have individual colors as opposed to team colors, in my general opinion. A couple siege tanks from Grimney. There we go. Grimney's in the mix here. This is fantastic. Yeah, Christian, you know, it's tough in a 4v4. You'll get picked on. Even the best players get picked on by 3 players and die. So, I mean, not really your fault that happened, I would say. Siege tanks. Continuing to push in here. Hydras. I don't know. Gallons might be in a little bit of trouble. Hydra's being backed by siege tanks is an absolutely brutal setup. Wander's flying in here as well. And, oh man, getting attacked at your mineral patch while you're trying to deal with stuff at the front. Bazump again. Oh, he just flies right over. Oh. It's like, what I'd like to do is depower all of Bazump's tech. So, you can't make any High Templar. You can't make any more Reavers. I kind of like going after the Robo Bay here, too. And he is. He is target firing the Robo Bay. Bam. Okay, so Storm Drops and Reaver Drops have been delayed a little bit from Bazump because all of his tech is dead. But then he's figuring out, wait, if I kill all these shuttles, that's also pretty good. You know, there aren't that many Dragoons here. This is a pretty big Mutaball out of Wander. +1 attack on these boys as well. Dang, Wander's putting in some work. DTs, Desperation DTs, enough. Actually, might have been enough as these medics are in here trying to heal Hydralisks against Zealot attack, which is, it's a tall order, unfortunately, and all the Hydras die. Mutas flip back on over, going after the tech here, too, for Gallon, sniping down his Templar Archives, which is absolutely hilarious. I don't think I've seen a Zerg player do this at a fastest map. Just here wiping out individual tech structures instead of, you know, trying to mutabomb the Nexus, but I guess there are fewer cannons protecting the outer lying tech buildings as opposed to the entire Nexus, right? So that's pretty cool. I'm on board with that. Yeah, High Templar getting picked off. That's what we like to see. Is there enough by way? Nice snipe on that High Templar. Beautiful stuff. This Muta little flock from Wander is great. He could probably make a whole bunch more Mutas, but he's really microing these guys very, very well, falling back to a friendly base to hang out, have a good time that way. Suga's like, I'm getting absolutely tank pushed by Dead Infested. Please assist. And guess what can assist with that? Mutas are good against it, but no, Bazump has brought his Dragoons to play. Hold back, Dragoons. Don't fight the Sunkens. I need the Mutas on 12, says Psychonuts. Wander's like, I do have some Mutalisks, I guess. Gonna bring those, maybe bring these ones too. How many of these are there? Is he making a bunch more? Tell me he's making a lot more Mutas, because the man has a lot of cash. He's trying to bring Lings into this. The Mutas are dive bombing on the tanks, but the Dragoons are thinning them out pretty effectively too. I don't know. Lings jumping on these siege tanks. Nicely done. These are Adrenal Lings, aren't they? Yeah, Adrenal Lings with that Hive Tech. Excellent, excellent. Any up or upgrades? No more upgrades on those. Psychonuts is right-click moving. That's weird. Psycho is good. Where is Psychonuts? Right here? No, that's Gallon. Psychonuts is light blue. Right. Protoss on Protoss Valence. Protoss on Protoss violence here. Yeah, Cracklings jumping on top of the enemy Zealots and Dragoons here. Wander bringing what he needs to the party. Bazump says, you've been injured. Maybe we can finish you off with some Zealots and Dragoons and maybe some Vultures. Why not, says Dead Infested. This is a pretty hard-fought 3v3, all things considered. Wander maybe trying to set up a drop. His own units are stuck inside of his gateways. SimCity a little bit problematic over here for the Psychonuts. Ensnare getting tossed down on those siege tanks. Love that Ensnare on the Dragoons as well. Excellent, excellent play. Trying to throw up. I'm guessing Guardians is what Wander's working on up there against all these Dragoons that are cruising in. Gallons is here too. Man, they are really setting up shop here in Suga's base. More Guardians cruising in. Ensnare will slow the fire rate of the Dragoons and their movement speed, making them less effective against Guardians. They can't close as fast. I kind of like this combination. This is some insane stuff. Yeah, Guardian defense of this base of Suga. He's lost a lot of his hatcheries. His Hydra Den looks like it's going to fall there. There it actually goes down to. Guardians have a +2 attack. Dragoons sitting down here at a solid +2 plus a +1 armor. But Guardians winning the day just through sheer numbers. The Ensnare helped a lot there early, even though it has, in fact, worn off. So, clearing it out. The main hive goes down for Suga. Dude, Suga's down to 15 supply. Does he have any drones left? If he doesn't have any drones left, he might just be done. He does. He's got at least 1 drone left. He can maybe pull this off. Irradiate from Dead Infested here does help kill a couple of these Guardians. They're not really splitting as well as they should be, but he saves the day. Again, barely showing up in time to shut down this attack on Suga. But was it too late, right? Is that the problem? Yeah, Jacob's feeling entertained. I need to watch Gladiator again. It's been a long time since I have. All right, what do we got? We got more Guardians pushing in on Dead Infested. He's made Goliaths to his credit. He's probably getting Charon boost for these boys because he didn't have them earlier. And parasites an SCV. Don't. Oh, and then kills it. So he parasites the SCV and then immediately gets murdered by Guardians. Kind of funny stuff. Dead Infested. Where are his Goliaths at? They're here. There's got to be. There's this machine shop. That guy is probably working on the Charon boost upgrade enough to save his butt. Possibly. Was there a drop attempt from Wander that we missed during all of this stuff? Maybe. We're back to kill Suga. Why is Suga? Suga, go Cracklings, win the day. Save it. Okay, he's gonna save it. We need to make sure. Gotta make sure here. Psychonuts says he got dropped? What? Oh, he got dropped by probably Gallons would be my guess. Who is nuking? Is Dead Infested nuking? Does Dead have a nuke silo? No, it landed. Where? Oh, it was on the Guardians. Holy crap. We need to go back and watch that. Did he get every single Guardian? I didn't think he had a nuke silo. He doesn't have a nuke silo. How did he do that? Very confused. That must have been where it was. Okay, Suga is still in a lot of trouble here. But again, Zilnar's dead, so that just turns it into a 3v3. Crimney trying to join this party, still making Marines. The problem is, guess who has Psystorm? Gallons does. The Marine stuff is not going to work out. We need to tell Crimney. Oh, Crimney has nuke silos. Oh, wait, no. Is he nuking down here? Wait, no. It was Crimney on Gallons again. That's what this one is. Gallons comes down to try to deal with this. And nuke dot is right here. Man, I was wrong about that first one. Hamster's right. Bam. Big time hit. Psychonauts is like, make tanks, Crimney. We need tanks for you. Marines are not going to do as much in this situation. He does have a couple tanks defending. He's got a bunker here. Tanks at +1 attack, pushing in, recognizing there's just maybe not enough Terran. Good storm on top of those tanks too. A mass Goliath attack, moving in on Wander. Ling's trying to help it. Not going all that well. Did he get irradiated? Looks like no. His worker count is pretty good. Goliaths versus Mutalisks on the town here. I don't know if there are enough Mutalisks to do this. What a great Fastest map this as he counterattacks, jumps on Dead's base. Nope, SCVs are running for it. They've got +3, +2. These are tough mutas. He's going to try to take down the command center. It might try to infest it. I don't think he has a queen here. That's A-okay. Another nuke attempt just right smack dab in the middle. Double nukes across the sky. Beautiful. And Gallons is in a lot of trouble all of a sudden. Gallons has 7,000 minerals, but he has no probes remaining at all. He's trying to clear these ghosts out with a DT Observer combination, but he just got crazy nuked. On the other side, Bazump is moving on Psychonaut's base, causing all sorts of issues. Crimney is getting destroyed. Those nuke silos are getting taken down. Suga gets killed. Finally, he's out of it. So what do we got? We got Dead Infested and Bazump looking good. On the other side of it, Wander's looking okay. Psychonaut's looking fairly all right, except he got dropped. He's trying to come back from that. He's kind of Wander on his own right now. He's going Ling Hydra with Muta and upgrades. He did snipe the main command center of Dead Infested, but at what cost is the question right now. More Hydras, more Lings jumping across the map here. Can Wander maybe take out Dead Infested? That would help, because Crimney is dead. It would take some pressure off of Psychonauts too and allow him to maybe get back into some of his own stuff, including Reavers. Gallons, is he rebuilding? He is. He's making a new Nexus. He's trying to make more probes. He's got 2 Nexuses with which to do that. Dead Infested, moving out across the map with his mech army. He did get his main CC wiped out, but his worker count is not maybe as hurt as you would think it could be. Gallons, with the remainder of his money, he's starting to drain his bank right now. And looks like maybe they're going to try to take down Wander. If Wander dies, that's it for team left side here. Brand Cassette, how's it going? You want me to be Santa Paladin? Can grow my beard out a little bit, dye it white. I could be Santa. Santa's fantastic. Great part. Hydra's waiting for the lurkers to finish. The splash dab is a problem. The Guardian's getting some shots off here. An ensnare. Oh, no, that is a maelstrom on the lurkers above ground. Oh, no. So they couldn't burrow. What a sick move out of Gallons. He got double nuked. That didn't take him out of this game. He's alive. And good storm on all of these Guardians. They're still hitting, though. They still have great upgrades. Storm a little bit off there. Guardians. Okay, now the storms are really tearing through them. Brand Cassette wants a pony for Christmas and a Barbie dream house. Crimney is trying to rebuild and cockroach on that left side, but if Wander is dead, this game is over. So what a game. Oh, beautiful Maelstrom here. Beautiful Maelstrom Storm combo. Gallons. Oh, Gallons is playing so well right now. He took a break from Path of Exile 2 to come to watch the stream and win at fastest map. It seems what a multifaceted gamer Gallons is. I had lunch with him and his dad last week. They were in Salt Lake City for a ski trip. Anyway, Gallons is a cool dude. I may be amping him up a little bit too much, but he's playing really well. Yeah, look at Dead Infested, too. He's got to be happy about this. 3-2 upgrades on that mech. His opening with the Marines and the Medics was good. He's able to tech switch really nicely. Little tiny Maelstrom on some Zerglings, which is cute. Wander apologizes for being the guy who was kind of carrying the team. Yes, Brand Cassette. I'm sure Santa will bring you exactly what you want as long as you're a good boy this year. Trying Psychonauts back up to 96 supply. He's got Reavers. Is he Reaver dropping somebody? What's he doing with these Reavers? It's just problem is there are siege tanks. You're not exactly going to take the tanks out with the Reaver. I mean, I think all these tanks are going to get wiped out, and Wander still has a pretty great economy, he says, as suddenly his economy gets wiped. All right, he's got 4 drones on minerals now. Caster cursed the heck out of that one. Another Maelstrom on a couple Mutalisks. Wander is not dead yet. Not dead yet. Gallons, somehow, still at 170 supply. His worker count is back up. He's mining to 2 separate nexuses now instead of the 1. 2 is better than 1, the man says. Looks like Bazump, sitting on 41,000 minerals and 12,000 gas, has decided to maybe move out and help his teammates in the center of the map here. All right, holding. I think Team Right Side has done it just by sheer numbers right now, right? Checking to make sure Crimney is still dead down here. That's a good check to make. Crimney is... This is some terrible, terrible pathing for these guys. It's really sad. But guess who's macroing? Because it's the fastest map. Dead Infested is. He's back. He's still got the mech. 3-2 upgrades on the Lings is fantastic. And they have Adrenal. Little Dark Swarm would be okay here. Maybe some Plague would be nice too. He's trying to rebuild his economy, but the enemy is back to kill him anyway. And I don't know if Wander can hold against this one, man. His economy got murdered. He's got 100 minerals in the bank. His ability to produce a ton of Mutas and Guardians that really helped save him in that last attack is just gone at this point. And Gallons is back with his assorted Archon army. Assortment thereof. How's it going, Sinistrum? Ya boy Dead Infested's in here. He's the Teal Terran player. He is really helping to win for his team right now. So, yeah, fantastic game. Psychonauts calls the GG as Bazump is just moving into his base with 1,322 Dragoons. Wander says, I'm out of cash. This is GG this time. Nice job. 27-minute fastest map and good game all around. Nice. Like, really, really nice. Great game. Team Right Side gets the win, but no shame in that one. Good efforts for sure. So, excellent job. Team Right Side pulls it off. Dead Infested. And Gallons and Zilnar and Bazump. Let's not forget about Zilnar. He was on Team Right Side too. He gets that win. This is a live game, Sinistrum. Woo! So yeah, Wander outproduced everybody. Lost more than everybody else too. Resources total spent. Wander had the most. Bazump right behind him. Dead Infested got hit economically. So did Stoner Boner. So did Psychonauts. So that would explain those numbers there. Awesome. That was a great, great, great fastest map. We love those. Let's go FME number 2. We want to get Y-Hoss into this one. Christian's like, yeah, we won. That's right, Zilnar. Zilnar. Good, good, good name. Whew. So Wander's back. Hamster's in this one. Uh-oh. Da Reaper's in. Da Reaper is why we're doing this one. He was in the last game. Gallons doesn't want to play a second one, but come join us. US West. The password to get in is SOC. The name of the game is Falcon FME numero 2. I wonder if I tricked people into getting into this lobby by saying that it was a free-for-all the first time around. Yada 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 yada. Coo. Everything's good. Add a computer to Hamster's team. Haha, Wander. I want to see what a computer honestly does in this situation. Okay, the Reaper and Picard are on the same team. That's not going to work out for us. Crimney and Psychonaut should have killed Gallons immediately. You're probably right about that. Would have probably helped your team if you could have pulled that off. It was a good game anyway. Yes, Psychonauts agrees it was a good game as well. Yeah, Gallons is fantastic. Do we want to go 3s here? We can go 3s here. And we'll add a computer into it too. That'll be fun. All right, so we're going to move Bazump. Okay, Picard we're going to swap out for Bazump. Wander, Reaper, Bazump, Hamster, Picard, Suga. Reaper. Wait, are people moving? Yeah, getting dropped really does slow you down. Ah, so Zelnar is an old D&D character, Christian, ruler of the 8th continent, heir to the lost house Sinal. Is Reaper bouncing back and forth here? I don't know. All right. Wait, this is weird. So I can do this? I can't add a computer here. But only if I kick someone. Look, I can replace somebody with computer, but then it boots them from the lobby. That's weird. Crimney's back. No computer in UMS, says Bazump. Ah, and Sona Boner's in. Okay, cool. So let's go. Oh, Picard tapped out. Picard, come back. Hamster Suga on a team. Wander Stoner Boner on a team with Bazump. Haha, you're in. Hamster and Suga pretty good. But yeah, Gallons, Wander, and Bazump on a team is pretty strong. I just don't think there's any way to do this except, yeah, maybe Hamster's incredibleness will overcome some of the unfairness in these teams. It's possible. Bit of lag there. Might have been Picard who was lagging out a little bit, but that's okay. All right, Team 1 on fastest map number 2. It is Crimney. We've got an orange Zerg player, Suga. Hamster down the right side playing Protoss and red. And then we have Picard 1, a magenta toss. On the bottom left, Bazump is back. He's playing Terran this time. We've got a pink Protoss. It is Wander, the Reaper, into house for the first time today. Also known as Yhos. Very cool Canadian. It is a green Protoss. And then last but not least is CPL Stoner Boner, also known as Gallons. At the 12 o'clock, he is Protoss and a very, very, very dark blue. Okay. Ugh. All right. How's Bitcoin doing today? $105,000. Okay, peaked at 107 today. Not bad. Yeah, investing is funny, isn't it? Like, you hit a new high, and then people are like, sell. Hit a new high, 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 sell. Must sell. Just got to take those profits, right? But pretty good trajectory over the last 6 months. And Max is a hilarious chart for sure. Yeah, there was a long time where I felt like it wasn't maybe ever really going to get past about 70K. And then, whoosh, here it goes. Apparently a more crypto-friendly administration, I guess, is what the crypto bros are happy about. Sinistrum has never seen Yhos play before. Well, now is your chance to see how Yhos plays in a fastest map. Bam! So top side's always on team left. 6 o'clock is always on team right side, Jacob. Arcadiox is rooting for Yhos. Here playing under the name Da Reaper. Up in the top left. Got a double gate. Little cannon up in the middle here. Okay, Zealots are out in the middle here for our guy Wander, who played Zerg last time, decided Protoss is the way to go for game number 2. That could be what's happening as well, MC. There are a lot of motivations for different people to invest in different things. Okay, Picard looking pretty good. Kind of a weird SimCity. That's okay. He's making zealots, and that's really what matters. I did not see that, Dad. No, you had a spinning SCV on the gas forever. Catch you tomorrow, Jack. Well, yeah, that's not a standard FME thing, Jacob. Just on this map, on RJB's fastest map, which we play on here on stream, that's what it is. On most other fastest maps, they don't actually put the teams next to each other on purpose. So you'll notice a lot of the replays that I get as part of the Sunday stream, when people submit fastest map replays, your teammates are everywhere, right? You're in the top left. Your teammate's in the bottom right. You have another guy in the bottom left. It's just like, ugh. It's really hard to help each other. But the other team's probably just as screwed that way. So I was like, get off. Yo. Brand Cassette's investing in Ford. Cool. Somebody's lagging out. Somebody's lagging crazy hard. I hope that it's not Picard. The Reaper's like, is it me? I don't think so. How do you know it's not him? Nobody's shown up in the lagging screen, which is how you tell who it is. So, big attack here on Hamster. Hamster throwing up more cannons to defend with. This really lets me cast with a little more awareness of what's going on when it's this laggy. Good grief. Yeah, I mean, he's got enough zealots to defend that, especially if he's got some cannons here. Okay, but for reals, though. Herbert. No. This is really bad. We can't make it, says Wander. We can't make it to red due to lag. Oh, it's back. And now it's gone again. Wait, the lag is back. And then the lag is gone. I think that's how we need to describe this. Come on. Help, 6. I think it might be Picard. He had some red in the lobby. So let's see if you can kill Picard and get rid of the lag. Potentially? Potentially, maybe? Suga's trying to get rid of the lag. This is horrendous. There is a way, Jacob, but you have to see who it is. Like, a lag screen will come up showing that somebody's lagging, but if that doesn't happen, then we don't... Okay, and now it's gone entirely. It does kind of feel like lag hacking. I don't think anybody in this lobby would be lag hacking. I know everybody in this lobby. Picard's played with us before. Maybe somebody was using the phone, and that caused the lag. Hey, what's up, Tanner? Tanner Regul. Remake? Heck no. We fixed it. It's good. Look, the lag is gone. We are saved. RJB is missing the lag. He would be raging for sure. Picard says, wow, it's laggy. Yeah, also you're dying, so Hamster's not really in a position to save you for some reason. Maybe he's allowing it because he thinks that you're the one that's lagging. Is there any assistance, any red coming in here at all? Picard is trying to cockroach out of here, has enough money to build a new Nexus. So all this stuff dying doesn't mean that he's out of it. He's going to try to get saved by Hamster, but the lag is gone. So maybe it wasn't him at all? I don't know. I don't know. But all right, so Picard is knocked out of it. Team right side is down a player already. Not looking good. Hamster and Suga and Crimney got to get their work on. Crimney needs to make tanks earlier. It's good to open with Marines. It's fine. But eventually you got to get into that mech. Marines are not going to be good at all. I mean, technically, picking up the phone line, I think, disconnected the internet. Right? Back when it was dial-up, if you had your internet and your phones on the same phone line, it would entirely disconnect you. Eventually, my parents did install a second phone line into the house just for the office where the computer was. So the computer had its own dedicated phone line, and then they got DSL, which was No phone line required in there at all. So they just kind of have a phone line in there for no reason anymore. Good times. Good times when the internet was moving really fast, right? Technology was going fast all the time. Got another attack here coming in from Wander, walking into a million Sunkens. Nope, that's Bazump. Just kidding. That is a different shade of pink. Entirely different shade of pink there. All right, so got 0-0 Marines. Crimney's got his Marines too. He is moving. Yes, getting into tanks faster. Crimney is learning in the fastest map. I like it. Of course, he is contained by Gallons using cannons. So a siege tank is kind of the regular answer to that scenario, right? Right. Picard has a nice place to set up a nexus over here. That's fantastic. Somebody says, oops. I don't know what the oops is all about here. White? Question mark? What about it? Says Crimney. What are we oopsing? I don't know what we're talking about. But Team Left Side does have a bit of a stranglehold on the center here. Cannons up. Zealots, Marines, Dragoons, Medics all over the place. They might maybe push in here into Suga. Suga's trying to set up a bit of a concave, but he needs to fight with the Sunkens. I don't know that fighting here is what you want. Fall back to Les Sunken. I like the concave scenario. I really do. And it's kind of working out for you, but man, I would rather you attack with the Sunkens. Hamster's bringing his DTs in to assist. I like that. DTs on the assist. There's a scan. And now the Zealots are turning around to fight the DTs, but that means the Hydras get some free hits off, but also the Reaper's got a lot of Zealots. Big time Zealots. So I have a theory that when you're playing a team game, if you kill an enemy, you feel accomplished. And even if you get killed later, you feel pretty good about yourself and you don't feel like it was a waste of time. But if you die without having killed an enemy or helped kill an enemy, then you feel like you wasted your time. And it feels like a loss in that situation, right? Psychologically. I think that's the psychology behind team games and people getting salty or not. What's up, Big Wan? That's right. We got a later stream today for the Monday. 4v4 fastest map live game. Names you know and love in the top right there. And Suga holds the attack with the assistance of Hamster. Hamster's got more DTs out. Hamster's working on Robo and Robo Bay and another Robo facility. Gonna go for some of them drops. Hamster is terrifying. So far, pretty good. Hey, Eskia! Thanks for the 32-person raid. What is up? Hope your stream was a good one. How you doing? Eskia. Thanks for the follow. Data78641. Welcome to the StarCraft. We're here 6 times a week. We're doing some live games right now. 4v4 fastest map with subscribers and Twitch followers. Okay, big attack heading into the top right here against Crimney. Our guy Gallons is like, haha, your tanks aren't enough to save you. Da Reaper sending his Zealots on support. Should probably have Zealot speed by now at 10 minutes. Does Da Reaper have the tech to make Zealot speed? He does not, but he is also not working on it. All right, fair enough. Huge attack. Glad you had a good stream. Eskia turrets do nothing to mute us. That's right. I am a pro caster, Data. Got to be able to read names quick and get back to the casting. Yeah. Sorry to hear about turrets doing nothing to mute us, Eskia. Maybe that's a bug we'll have to complain to Blizzard about. Drops! Good old Storm drops 30 kills on that High Templar and takes a ton of the economy away from Bazump. SCV pull to some extent, not the greatest one I've ever seen, but you know, some pull is better than no pull, and Crimney continues to die with GTs maybe from Hamster. Clearing it out here. Da Reaper doesn't recognize what's happening. I'm not sure either that Gallons recognizes what's happening either. Does he still have some workers? He needs more workers. Crimney needs more workers. Eskia. Yeah, emergency patch. Fix turrets. Turrets broken for some reason. The lag is back. Oh no. Oh no. Suggested fix. No mutas. All right, Crimney gets saved. Somebody tell Crimney to make more SCVs. He's got like 11 SCVs on gas. 9 SCVs on gas? Something really low. On gas. On minerals! That's what I'm talking about. More workers, please. Thank you. Lurkers are up from Suga. You got to watch out for those lurkers. They will do friendly fire splash to friendly units on a team situation. Like, not your units, but team units, yes. Siege taken across the wall here. Is Wander causing some issues. Cannons covering it as well. No, that's Bazump. What shade of pink is this? That's right. Yeah. Okay, that's right. So our pink player is Wander. And then Bazump is playing Terran, and these are his tanks. 5 kills and 6 kills apiece on those ones. Damage type on turret needs to be better against Mutalisks. I don't know. Maybe just make more Mutalisks? Suga looking big, man. Hydras, lurkers. Doesn't care about tanks. Not in these numbers. Doesn't care about dragoons. Not in these numbers either. Thank you very much. Yeah, there's magenta. That's what this is. And then there's bubblegum. Right. Right. And then there's whatever this color is. It's tan or something. Don't know. Remember that giant Hydra lurker ball that Suga had? It's gone now. I guess he did care about how many tanks there were. Pink lemonade, pink. What's up, Mark 101T? This is a 4v4 fastest map. We'll give you the teams here real quick. Team left side versus team right side. Picard got hit early, but is cockroaching down here in our guy Hamster's base. Hamster's going for the Reaver drops. No real surprise there. Reaver drops and Storm drops are part and parcel of the fastest map experience. If you don't get Reaver dropped or Storm dropped in a fastest map, well, count your lucky stars. You should go buy a lottery ticket. Yo. So that's a lot of Reavers, man. But at the same time, these tanks are super annoying. I guess if we're going for drops, the tanks don't matter as much, though, right? You're not trying to leave your base over the ground anyway. Regardless, Wander says we're ready to go on someone. All right, Wander, what do you think, man? He doesn't have any ideas. What's up, Mark 101T? Is it okay that I call you Mark 101T? And here we go, heading out. Cannons getting some really fantastic hits off on this drop before it even gets to its target situation, which is in the bottom left here against Bazump. Bazump has 1, 3, 4 turrets. The unload is real right now, and wow, it's a lot of caterpillars. Ow. Wraith Ball from Bazump is going to clean this up, but not before his command center dies. A lot of SCVs are dying. Big time hits. Dude, that SCV count. The tanks are taking hits as well. Big time problems. The Reaper says, let's hit Hamster. If he just Reaver dropped like this, then he's probably vulnerable. And bam, that hurts. Bazump down to 78 supply. He's got some Wraiths. He's got a handful of SCVs. Cannot be a happy camber. Ah, McTavish. You want me to call you McTavish? Hands, this is a 4v4 fastest map. Here is the teams for you. Mini-map shows you where we are. And back to individual colors. Suga trying to break out of this with Hydra Lurker. Hamster did get a nice Reaver drop off, but there's a lot of Protoss trying to come on in. Hey, we got a scout. The Falcon Paladin is unemployed. StarCraft stream does get a scout here today. We didn't get one yesterday. I don't think we got a scout during the Sunday stream, which is incredible. I don't know how many years it's been since we didn't get a scout in the Sunday stream, but we got one today to make up for it, which is nice. Continuing to push in. Reaver's getting all sorts of hits off, etc., etc., etc. And we got Suga. Dark Swarm in. First Dark Swarm we've seen in a while today. Another scout shows up. Hamster trying to go scout Reaver, I guess. I don't know. These tanks on the other side of the wall, you can put them on the high ground on this map. This version of fastest map does allow you to do that, but I'm not sure that Hamster, he knows. There were some Dragoons up here earlier, so he could put them up there. I guess he just doesn't have any drop ships would be the problem. He's using all of his starport time to make Wraiths instead of drop ships. Still holding. Drop. Trying to swing in here from Gallons. Right on top of Suga. Suga, 118 supply. And a little bit late on the storm. Way late on the storm. There you go. Sure. Oh, it was a drone pull, but I'm not sure it worked out as much. Suga gets knocked in half on supply. 111 to 60 for him. Hamster trying to get into some carriers and arbiters, I suppose, if you're into that thing. You lots good down there in Utah, eh? Yeah, doing great down in Utah. Hope things are good in Canada, I'm assuming, based on the A there, McTavish. Okay, going for another drop is Hamster, trying to get a hit on Gallons, but guess what? Intercepting Wraiths. Get on in here. A couple Dragoons come in to try to deal with the Wraiths. Not bad. Reaver shots. Pulling the SCVs. I think Gallon just lost most of his SCVs here. Main Nexus gonna go down. Cannon shots. Not good. The Dragoons not enough to take down this Wraith ball. That does get cleaned out, but Gallons is hurt. Gallons is definitely hurting here. He's down to 144 supply. A lot of that is probes that he lost. Wander still trying to take down our guy Crimney, who is producing, who is sitting here at many, many more SCVs than he had before, as far as I can tell anyway. But not quite enough tanks, not quite good enough upgrades to deal with getting double attacked up in the top right. I am in Utah. Ah, you're in Nolans. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Not Canadian. Yeah, I think I'm a higher latitude than Nolans is, so technically I think it would be up there in Utah, but anyway, that's right, Big One, that's the fastest map. Crimney getting smooth. Suga can't quite leave his base even with the Dark Swarm because there are so many siege tanks. He's really trying his hardest. Oh, see, look at Dark Swarm protects you from siege tank shots if you're not stacked up on something else. It doesn't sometimes. Dark Swarm is not as overpowered as people think that it is. Sulky sure makes it look like that, though. Well, carriers here from Hamster. He's got a decent bank. He's holding on. He's been hurting both Bazump and Gallons up in the top here. But his other teammate is dying. Crimney. What's up, Ramon? Ah, McTavish came from Utah and moved to Nolans. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, this is a bloodbath. Recall to try to save Crimney. Maybe a little bit too late to the party, but it does recall some Reavers out here. A little bit of Size Storm, too. The DT. Oh, I think it was detected, so yeah, never mind. Crimney. What's Crimney got left? 4 total supply. Couple DTs hacking away at these refineries, which is not good. I do not remember. No, McTavish, unfortunately. All right, Wraith Ball continuing to cruise around here from Bazump, looking for additional drops. Maybe going to try to fight these carriers of Hamsters. That seems like a fine thing to do if you ask me. Carriers with a single Wraith from Picard is participating in the battle as well. Love that. Reavers and a Dream. Oh, crap. DTs are swiping away. I don't know that Hamster. Oh, the cannons were providing detection. Okay, all the Reavers are dead. We're going to run for it now from Crimney, but that is not going to be enough to save him. Yes. Exactly. Hamster's effective APM is really close to his actual APM, which is insane. His APM is great. Hamster's a monster of a player. Cloaked Wraiths are wiping out his carriers, though, and he doesn't have any observers. He's got some cannons to fall back to, for sure. Crimney GG's out. Wander's like, good man, GG. Suga has been fighting so hard defending with Hydra and Lurker and Dark Swarm for a while now. Nuclear launch detected. Is it Bazump who's nuking, do we think? It sure looks like it is. Let's see if he's... Yes. This Hydralisk in particular needs to die. And his friend. That was not the greatest, most cost-efficient nuke of all time. What's up, Wishmaster, the prophecy fulfilled? It is actually a fastest map 4v4, but Team Red is very squished right now into this bottom right-hand corner, and I think Team Left Side has it. Yeah, it's just a little, the teams were imbalanced. I thought maybe Hamster would be enough to overcome the imbalance. He wasn't, and that's okay. It doesn't mean he's a terrible player. Wishmaster says he got nuked twice yesterday. That is a traumatizing experience, my friend. Would you like to talk about it more? I'm going to sing out, I'm holding out for a hero. I'm holding out for a hero. Holding out till the morning night. I don't remember the words of that song, but that's generally it. I can't go high enough for that song. Nuke. Okay. Based on where this ghost is pointing, it's here. Yes, it is. Ugh, so frustrating. He's got ultras coming out, but there's too many tanks and dragoons for any of those shenanigans. Yeah, it's tough in a team situation to play random and then get a bad race you're not very good at, right? Another nuke, possibly here. Maybe yes, maybe no. The carriers trying to do what they can. They're taking direct body shots from dragoons, both from Wander and from Da Reaper here. Da Reaper's looking good. Smelly Feet's in the house. What's up, Smelly Feet? Yeah, I mean, these carriers are doing some work. I'm not going to argue about it. The scouts are not all that necessary unless you want to deal with drops or maybe you can fight ghosts that way. But yeah, Suga's dead. Hamster is the last person they're going to take down, but it doesn't really matter. Suga GG's out, and I think that means Hamster's going to give a GG as well. He sees the writing on the wall. Bam, done. And Team Left Side gets the win. Excellent, excellent win out of Team Left. Nicely done. So yeah, happy Monday, everyone. We are having a great time on the live stream today. Let's see. Suga outproduced everyone, outlost everyone. Pretty good game from Suga. Oh no. Smelly Feet, that's terrible news. I'm so sorry to hear that. Losing a friend is always terrible. Woof. Yeah, hope you can get through that, though. Hope you can find someone to talk to about that, because I think that's important. McTavish loves scouts. Good game, says Christian Sinistrum Wander. Thanks for going easy on us, Hamster, says Wander. All right, let's free-for-all this sucker to wrap up this stream. You guys like a free-for-all. Let's do it on Resolve, because we haven't been on that map a lot recently, and we'll get to version 4 or 5 of your map, Dead Infested, tomorrow. We'll schedule some time for that. It's not Resolve. It's Reaction. Did I call it Resolve? I did. I can never remember. I don't know why my brain refuses to know that this map is called Reaction. I don't know what the problem is at all. Hey, what's up, Nick T? Why Haas get a win? That's your first win. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. And yeah, Suga. Yeah, sorry 2024 is a rough year for you, Smelly Feet, that way, but hopefully 2025 is better. Blech. All right. Suga, if you're watching, thanks for the Revolut donation you sent me. I did finally get a Revolut account. For those of you who are wondering, I'm at Falcon Paladin out there on Revolut. Sock is the password to get in. I'll be right back. Hit that like button. Follow Prime sub if you haven't. And thanks again, Suga.
Evolution complete.
Nice critter. He's gotta be strong, and he's gotta be tough, and he's gotta be up for a fight. I need a hero. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Hamster jumped in too late. Wander, Eye of the Goat, Critter, Dead Infested, Suga, Crimney, Bazump, and Zonar. Too late. Too late. Hamster's here to obs. He said it's obsing time. Let's rock. Alright, man. Free for all. On reaction. My brain, again, wants to call this something else every time. Ah, Smelly Feet. Yeah. Oh, man. Lost her brother 2 years ago. Now her. Yeah. Losing your kids. Probably the worst, right? Probably the worst, losing your own kids. Probably the worst. All right, we got Suga, top left. 12 o'clock is Zilnar, playing Zerg. Zerg next door is Bazump, Critter on the right side, playing Protoss and yellow. Dead Infested got his toss, tealing up at the bottom right corner. Crimney, south side, 6 o'clock. We've got Eye of the Goat in the bottom left. What's up, Goat? And then Wander on the left side, playing a Protoss as well. Okay, Wander says, I'm tired. I just played 2 straight fastest maps that were pretty draining.
Live for the swarm.
Focus panic. What?
Live for the swarm.
Sure. Sure thing, TTS. Thanks for the resub, man. 3 months. Tier 1. Let's go. Focus panic. Big time Brood War supporter around the community. Zilnar says, what is sleep? So right side map is Protoss and Zergs. And left side of the map is a Terran and more Protoss. So we've got 1 Terran on the map, couple Zergs. 3 Zergs? Yeah, 3 Zergs and the rest are Toss. So pretty good racial balance, I would say. I'd like to see another Terran here, but meh. Beggars cannot be choosers when it comes time for the free-for-alls. All right. Sounds good, Smelly Feet. Great Dane, man. Like, I like dogs, but if I ever got a dog, it would not be a Great Dane. It would not be a ginormous dog, I can tell you that much. I saw the movie Beethoven back in 1996. I know what they can do. Probably one of those movies where you identify with the kids when you watch it as a kid, and then you identify with the adults when you're an adult and you watch the movie. Because, like, in Beethoven, the dad's this mean guy who's like, I don't want a giant dog. It's going to be smelly and terrible. It's like, but we love this dog, Dad. You're mean. Then you watch it as an adult, and you're like, the dad was right. He was correct to not want a giant, destructive, smelly dog. She's a little Great Dane. Huh. Oh, she's a runt of the litter. Oh, a little Great Dane is an interesting idea. Hadn't thought about that. Anyway, expanding up here is Zilnar. We got ourselves Bazump doing the same thing. Hatch already done for him at 3 minutes. And a second base now coming in from Crimney. Protoss, 1 basin so far. You know, worrying about getting Ling rushed. Worried about getting hit by some early 2-gate pressure. So staying on 1 base is a safe way to go in a free-for-all. Suga, hardwalling against incoming Zealots or Zerglings. It hasn't expanded quite yet. Getting a factory up for extra safety purposes. Yeah, some dogs are pretty smart, and some dogs are definitely too smart. So here comes Critter, but there's a sunken Andlings here. This is not a good attack from Critter. Good response here from Bazump. Got a sunken up. He's got an Overlord. Ah, he has an Overlord watching this too. So he sees what comes out of here and then can react appropriately. Great positioning, man. Like, honestly, how much of this game is scouting? Like 40%? Just knowing exactly what's coming to kill you and when, giving yourself enough time to react to it, make what you need to live, and then go back to droning, especially as a Zerg player, is kind of a huge deal. He's gotta be strong, and he's gotta be tough, and he's gotta... What's the word there? Gotta be up for the fight. Ready for the fight? Something like that. Down for the fight. Yeah, Bazump's Overlord getting chased away. I imagine we'll see Zilnar's Overlord get chased away eventually, too. Although there isn't a Hydra Den up here from Bazump. He appears to be going Spire. Yeah, he's opening Spire, which gets scouted here. So good job by Zilnar, at least recognizing my neighbor is making Mutalisks. Larger... yeah, larger than life. What's up, Bovine? But what's the line... What's the word right before the fight, though, right? Gotta be strong, gotta be tough, gotta be... Is it just up for the fight? For some reason, that seems wrong. Oh, no. Is gas pathing screwed up from Zilnar because this pool's in the wrong place? No, it seems fine. Seems fine. Crimney alive. It's good to see the players that are, you know, not quite active online players not being dead at 5 minutes. It's a good experience to get out here, not immediately get rushed and killed. So far, pretty passive. Dead-infested Zealots are out. He completely bypasses Critter. Decides to head up in here to Bazump, who's got 2 Sunkens. And some Lings. So Dead-infested is not happy about that either. Wander's complaining about the teams. Ooh, yeah, fresh. That's the word it is. Fresh from the fight. Fresh for the fight. Eskia says, what are you called? How's it going, Craig? Fresh from the fight. Falconites. Fallipallies. Falcon. That's a great question. I'm not sure if we've ever resolved that. I don't know if there needs to be a word for it. Ooh, got some Valkyries out from Suga. Let's rock on down. Yeah, Falcon Paladins. That's a pretty good one. Fresh from the fight. Gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast. And he's gotta be fresh from the fight. I need a hero. Hydra Den coming in now. Mutas are ready to rock. Taking out an Overlord of Zilnar. And maybe trying to push on Critter a little bit. But he's got cannons in pretty good positions to stop that from happening. Dead. Attacking into Citadel of Adun. And there you go. Templar Archives coming in from Dead. Short Circuit 2. What's up, Dave C? Packer's looking all right. Suga has 0 detection, and a DT showed up at his base. What?
So Micron donated $5. We're not going to debate it, you maggot, you treacherous bastard, says Gulam, I just wanted you to know that I will rip your living heart out. Our father should have left you out in the snow at birth. He should have fed you to Russ. You worm.
You worm. You maggot. That's the last of it. We've pretty much figured out the limits of the TTS. That's the one. But Zump is attacking Zilnar straight up. Thanks for the $5, Somicron. Thanks for the TTS Streamlabs. Yeah, that's the one, Eskia. I mean... What do you mean name that quote? It's Gilliman. Specifically talking to... Oh. When and to whom? pretty sure he's talking to Horus there. That's going to be my final answer. But also, no. Oh, I know what the Jordan Love Toyotathon theory is, Dave C. Mina Kimes introduced that one to me a few weeks ago. Critter making a push in here on Bazump. He's got Mutas. He's got Sunkens. The Sunkens are dealing with the Zealots pretty effectively. The Mutas chasing those guys away. It's not to Horus. Who was Gilliman the most mad at during the heresy? Meanwhile, Crimny's got some Mutas going against Eye of the Goat. Gets chased away by Dragoons as well. There is a Dark Archon with a 94 energy down here. Might have been researching Maelstrom. I don't know. Yeah, springing a pop quiz on someone who's trying to stream StarCraft is a tough look. Third base up from Bazump. This map only has third bases available for 4 of the 8 players. Just right here, right here, right here, and right here. I think that's more Valkyrie production. Yeah, more Valkyrie production here from Suga. And if he had DTs trying to kill him, they appear to be gone. Alright, so Muta's continuing to push down here against Eye of the Goat. He does have enough Dragoons to shut that down, though. And then Somicron just leaves, a disappointed father and the son that he's trying to teach the ways of Warhammer. I'm pretty sure I even highlighted that specific quote and sent it to you over Discord. It was a good one. But maybe I didn't. Maybe that's another quote that I sent to you over Discord. Bazump, trying to find what damage he can here against these Mutalisks. Yeah, so this is even a quote that I sent to Somicron directly, and I don't remember to who it was or when it was. I've read a lot of books, man, over the last few months. I have failed miserably. So yeah, Bazump making sure if you take these bases, you don't get gas. Oh, he's like, wait. Okay, there we go. Took it down. Meanwhile, Critter's showing up before Dragoons. Got some Corsairs he could bring into the battle. He is going to actually collect those guys and join him in. There's a Spore that's going to help here against these Corsairs for sure. The Mutas don't want to engage quite yet. Critter's got a lot of stuff. Critter's macro is good. He's got a lot of Dragoons here. They have +1 attack. Scourge connecting. He pulls the Corse back. Not far enough. Ooh, loses 2 of the Corsairs. He thought it was safe there, but he wasn't. Yeah, the Mutas are going down. This third base is in trouble. Where are the Lings? It's so many Dragoons. This is how Critter beat me once. In a 1v1 we played a couple of years ago. He just showed up with like 20 Dragoons, and I was like, oh, I don't have enough for this. Just got this really nice like two base mass Dragoon opening that is tough to deal with if you're a Zerg player. And it's a little bit out of the ordinary, but hey, Valkyries, who's lagging out? Crimny on the lag out. Crimny on the disconnect. This feels like a straight up disc out of Crimny. Crimny, are you okay? Crimster. All right, Crimny's done. Sounds like Crimny's internet just completely pooped out on him. Hey, there we go. All right, Crimny gets dropped, unfortunately. Wander says, my ally. Or you mean the guy whose third base you were killing straight up? I've not tried Islam yet. No, Wishmaster. Dead Infested decides to take him down too. Who will build on the ashes of Crimny? Dead and Wander and Goat will fight over the corpse. All right, it's big too because Criminy had this third base. So now someone else can take this third. Also, Critter may be waiting to take this as his third because it's the only one available for him, really. You have to wait for that creep to recede, though, which totally sucks. Also, it looks like Bazump's getting straight up killed by Critter. Yeah, I mean, Bazump's at 25 supply, Critter's at 90. This makes me feel better, then. Bazump's a pretty great player, and Critter just kind of two-base. Lot of Dragoons murdered him. Criminy, did your internet die on you? You need a better ISP. Bazump was pretty aggressive, but still. Is what I say. Okay, so Critter in a good position to kind of take down Bazump. Well, got to deal with some lurkers first, though. Does the man have detection capabilities? He does. Got an observatory. He's got a robotics facility. Observers should be out. Critter is good. Definitely true. Lurker's continuing to cause Critter problems. He has a robo and he has an observatory. Is he not making observers? Sure, but more? Like, there you go. He's got a new one. All right, got a new obs. What's up, Delane? This is, in fact, a free-for-all. Popman Xbox. Okay, Critter trying to finish off Bazump for good here. Got to keep that obs alive if he's going to do it, though. So the Scourge are in a position to kind of snipe the obs if they come a little bit too close. And, oh, there you go. Scourge. No, spheres around. Nice. Yeah, the obs staying alive is really what matters here. The rest of it's going to be fine. Obs pokes up, sees what's going on. Bazump is absolutely dead. But also, Suga is tank pushing Wander, and Wander doesn't seem... Wait, Zilnar. And Zilnar doesn't seem to have anything to stop that. So Zilnar's totally dead. Pretty sure Bazump is dead, too. And then as far as building on the Ashes of Criminy goes, it's going to be a minute before this creep recedes, as I said earlier, but this is available. And it looks like Goat's going to take that third base. Criminy, have a good night. My internet tells me to go to bed, says Criminy. Fair enough. What's up, Albren Abe? How you doing? Critter saves Bazump.
Live for the swarm.
Right, Critter was killing Bazump. Thanks for the resub, Albren Abe. 2 months with Prime. Hey, did you know if you have an Amazon Prime account, you too can subscribe to the Falcon Paladin channel for free. For free out on Twitch. It comes from Uncle Jeff's pockets, not your own. Dead Infested is suddenly absolutely crushing Critter. We need Critter to be RJB for a stream snipe accusation. Wow. So look at that. Bazump totally gets saved because Dead Infested decided to finally attack his neighbor. Oh, defensive DTs might save him. Critter might survive because Dead didn't bring any obs with him. He's got an obs coming, but I... Come on, obs. Come on, obs. Zilnar taps as detected by the siege tanks. Critter's down to 30 total supply. Another DT comes out. Maybe not the best decision to have more DTs come out now that there's obs, but he probably started that before he knew there were obs on the map. Who is Devourer Spores? That's our guy, Dead Infested. Go play Devour, whoever you are. It's simply dead infested, Critter, but you can't hear me, so that's not going to work out for you. What's up, Jedi Master? Redeeming some Falcon chips to highlight a message. Well, 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 and some Moonwells. You have to kill my building, says Critter. Complaining about goon pathing. Indeed. Alright, so who's alive here? Suga, great. Bazump's kind of alive. Dead Infested has the most supply. Eye of the Goat and Wander. Neighbors. Eye of the Goat still hasn't taken this third here. Dead Infested's a little bit distracted. There is Focus Panic. 100%. Came up with that years ago. It's fine, I guess. Creep takes so long to recede. It really does. And Critter is eliminated. All right. Yes, it is only Cookies Focus Panic. 100%. Critter, that's Dead Infested. Dead Infested is Devourer Spores. I don't think he ever... He's like... Yeah, he was too focused to respond to you, I guess. But GG, Critter, you almost killed Bazump, but then got backstabbed by your neighbor. I mean, it's a free-for-all. It's not like there's teams or anything. But... Look at this. Bazump totally back from the dead. His second base is cool. He's getting a third base back too. He got knocked all the way home. The good thing is that your main base does have a good number of minerals in it, more than usual in a low money map. We got a crazy PvP here. Storm's pretty good stuff. Wander doing 2 attacks. Ugh! Dead's like, all right, Bazump, you thought you were saved? You thought I was saving you? Absolutely not. You're still dead. Dead Infested, 150 supply of Protoss. Dragoons, man. That's right, Dead Infested, your own old nemesis, Critter. That's the one. Well, your only saving grace is that Dead Infested wins this thing, and then you can feel good about being killed by the eventual champion. Because it's entirely possible that's what we get. He's building down here. Bazump, GG's out. All right, how many we got left? 4 left. Time for a prediction out on Twitch. Bet your channel points, your Falcon chips now. Suga, white. We've got Dead Infested, teal. We've got Goat, brown, and Wander, blue. Yeah. All right. Start your predictions. Start your engines now. Johnny Matchell, thanks for the $10 super chat, man. Legendary supporter. Gifted subs, super chats. He's out there on Twitch supporting as well. Yeah, I think he gifted 10 subs a couple days ago. Absolutely insane. What's up, Johnny? Hope you're having a great Monday. You deserve it. Yeah, you're probably right about that, Critter. That's right, goats. Did I put him in as goats? All of Kribni's mutos are getting killed. And trying to make a move on a meching player as Protoss is tough. This is a tough matchup for sure. But, I don't know. There aren't that many tanks left. Kind of invest maybe too much into Valkyries here, did Suga. Teal is definitely big, yes. Okay, good. Eye of the Goat is trying to make a move on to Dead Infested here. Both players have Dark Archons for reasons that I don't understand. Why, Haas? You funny. I guess maelstroming enemy Zealots is a fine use of Dark Archons here. I think they both were fighting Zerg players, so having it works out in the end. Might as well have some Dark Archons for mind control later if somebody's going carriers or something. What is up, RJB in the house? Legend. Legendary of legends. RJB is here. Providing all of the replays we did for the first half of the stream today. It was a PvZ heavy stream. Lots of Bisu, lots of Soma and Larva in there. It was fun. Definitely very fun. So it looks like Dead Infested has a pretty good handle on this. I mean, Suga expanding all up in here into the 12 o'clock where Zilnar was is going to help him a lot, too. Wander taking this base is a big deal for him because he doesn't have a dead base to expand to. He needs these third bases to keep up. And that's exactly what he's doing. Yeah, these Valkyries, I might even sack them if I'm Suga. Free up the supply for something else because these Valkyries are not going to come in handy unless somebody goes carriers, and even then that's a questionable use of Valkyries. So you're in a giant TVP right now. Valkyries, maybe he's making more? Thanks, Matchel, for the 500 bits. Man, Johnny's out there on Twitch as well. Thank you, sir. Hope you're having, again, a great time. I know you're quiet. Did Zerg win all the PvPs? No. Definitely not. It was, honestly, I want to say about half and half. I think. There was even games with Dark Swarm where the Zerg player lost Critter, if you can believe that. I mean, that's ridiculous, right? That never happens at all. DT is thinning out the I love this DT play from Wander. This is great. Scan does where he moves the Valkyrie. I guess Valkyrie's killing observers. Yes, that's what they're there for. That's what they're there for. Is solely to kill obs. Why not? Jumping in is okay. Great. Tank down. Tank down. Valkyrie again. I think Valkyrie's dying helps Suga. He needs more supply available. He's making battle cruisers in his giant TVP. I guess his only hope is that Eye of the Goat and Wander kill each other real fast. That'll help a lot. If these guys murder each other, then you don't have to worry as much. But seriously, yeah, Dead Infested 140 supply, Wander 108. Eye of the Goat was less than that. He taps out. Okay, so if you put your money on Goat, I'm sorry, but that probably wasn't happening for him anyway. So Dead continues to be ginormous. He needs to transfer some of these probes. Yeah, that's an oversaturated base. Transfer some of them down here. Also, these probes need to go somewhere that's not hanging out inside the main base doing absolutely nothing for him. He needs to expand here and here and here. Honestly, let everybody else fight. Now that Goat is gone, let Suga and Wander murder each other. Take the entire right half of the map. Max out. Make like 47 gateways. And then just overrun everybody. Right? I think that's the plan here for Dead. He might not even have to take these bases. Right? He might not even need them. He's got enough income as it stands. As long as he, there you go, uses his probes instead of having them hang out. But yeah, making battle cruisers and Valkyries for our guy. Just what? What is this? This is not a strategy. Nobody does this in TVP. Suga is trying out a whole brand new thing. And then Dead decides to pick a fight with Wander anyway. Didn't have to. But he's out here. He's at 120 supply. Man, I would have waited till I was a little bit bigger, but this might work out for him. Wander's at 323 upgrades. Dead is at 323 upgrades. Very fun. They're both on the upgrade scale at the exact same place. So yeah, Dead and Fest is the favorite to win this thing, but if this gives Suga the chance to macro up here, although he's making battle cruisers, I don't know. Maybe Suga's not a threat here. He does have 4 robos. You are correct, Focus Panic. Not that he's doing anything with them as far as I can tell. Wander actually won that fight. Wow, I thought Dead was going to win that one. And Wander decides not to push out too far because he only has 86 total supply. Wander's like, I'm getting attacked by 2 people at the same time. Hacks. You're map hacking. Screen cheating. Stream sniping. Wander is very funny. Oh, it's a free-for-all. Come on, Wander, you can do it. Say the magic words. And look at these battle cruisers. They're not even carriers. Like, okay. All right. Yeah, I think Suga's out of this. I think Suga was in a pretty good place to win this thing, but decided to go for battle cruisers and Valkyries against Protoss. And, like, every Dragoon in the world is here, and they have great upgrades, and your battle cruisers are not going to trade well at all. What's up, Igloo Pilot? Happy Monday. Wander GG's out, and now, what? Wander GG's out? Why is Wander GG out? What? He had money left. He had bases left. He was fighting a guy who was going mass battle cruiser, which is a fine thing to deal with. He beat Dead Infested during their last engagement. How's it going, random videos? I disagree with that GG timing, Wander. I disagree with all of my might. Come on, man. You could have hung in there easy. Easy. Suga's like, how? What? Like, I lost some battle cruisers. Draw? In fairness, I think Suga's a Zerg player, but he's playing Terran today. And, again, has way too many Valkyries. Look at this. Look at how many Valkyries the man has. He has so many Valkyries. Now Wander is stream sniping. He was only fake stream sniping before. I should have stayed. Yeah, there you go. There you go. His cat caught on fire. What's up, Jimmy QQQ? Thought White was bigger than he was. Also, he was making battle cruisers, Wander. You can handle battle cruisers. Okay, so Dead is expanding here and here. And Dead Infested should roll this as long as he just makes enough Dragoons to handle battle cruisers and Valkyries and like 3 siege tanks. Should be fine. Oh, hang on. More siege tanks from Suga. They've got 2-2 upgrades. I'd love if they had 3-3 upgrades. But these armories are quiet for the moment. And not a great sign. You don't have 3-3. Look at him killing defunct overlords. Look at him flying over cannons. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, this is the most ground I think we've seen somebody get on this map. Reaction. So Dead's at 166 supply, 333 across the boards on his upgrades. The mech's at 2-2, the flying stuff's at 2-2. And he's just kind of A-moving here, right? He's like, oh, battle cruiser's great. Watch this battle cruiser die very, very quickly. And it does. The tanks are a problem, obviously, but there aren't enough of them to really be a concern. And yeah, just, you know, running around, causing all sorts of problems. Suga might tap out here soon. There's just too much that the Valkyries cannot help with. He made those, I'm sure, because he was like trying to fight the Mutalisks that were all over the place, but then those Zerg players died, and he kind of got stuck with unnecessary dead weight. And I think that hurt him quite a bit. I'm glad you enjoyed the pew pew, McTavish. Oh, Spider Mines can save us, right? Okay, no. This is all the income that Suga has, by the way. I was sure somebody would mass carriers. So I made 100 Valks. 1,000,000 Valks. GG. Dead Infested. Gets a free for-all win. Let's go, Dead. Dude, that's like the shortest free-for-all of all time. That was 35 minutes long. 35-minute free-for-all. Insane. Why Valkyrie, not shoot Dragoon, says Goat. Fair point. Fair point. What's up, Brothers by Fire 3032? Yeah, I mean, we get carriers on this map, certainly. But, number one, Valkyries aren't a great answer to carriers. Number two, you were dealing with a Protoss player next door. Anyway, the only time there are no carriers in a free-for-all, says Wander. True facts. Okay, let's wrap this thing up. But thanks, everyone, for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow with a bit of an earlier stream for those of you who are on an earlier time zone, like, for example, in Europe or something. Right? Critter says, come join the Falcon Paladin channel on US West BattleNet by doing this, /J Falcon Paladin out here. And ka-chow, you'll show up at a channel with people like Psychonauts and Wander and Dead Infested, and Critter said he's going to be over here too. Yeah, good. So let's get a raid started. Let's shout out all the support we got today. We had a ton of PvZs, which was a lot of fun for sure. Loved a lot of PvZ. Maybe we'll do a lot of TvZs tomorrow. Maybe that's what we'll do. But yeah. Fantastic. Thanks for the support. We got Matchel, Johnny Matchel coming in with bits on Twitch and super chats here on YouTube too. We got a resub from Allbrand Abe on Prime for 2 months. A $5 tip from Somicron with a Warhammer 30K quote. Focus Panic resubbed at tier 1 for 3 months. We got a raid from Eskia. What's up, Eskia? Thanks for the raid. Torthel gifted a sub. Yhaas super chatted $5 American in Canadian. Alien Davers resubbed with Prime for 2 months in a row. Thanks to Dalavil's urging. We got Ganon with 500 bits. Ganon with 500 bits. Ganon with 100 bits. The Hammy resubbed at Prime for 11 months in a row. 36 months total. And then yesterday, Arcanice resubbed with Prime for 5 months in a row. So yeah, come check it out. Critter says, let's play. Let's do this thing. Let's go say hey out there to our guy too. And yeah, check out PvZ. PvZ is our sponsor. And until next time, as always, thanks for being here. And you take care of yourselves. Goodbye.